Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Saturday Night Insanity, where the insanity never stops. And it appears I have the wrong Hangout link. Hold on a second. They changed it on me again. Hold on. Here we go. SNI's gonna prel? What? I don't know what's going on. Toon Man is clearly already feeling the insanity. And, the insanity is real. That is not the link that it said it copied. Let's try, oh, hold on, copy link. Here we go. Let's try this. Okay. Apply. Is there people in that one? Yay, there's people in there. Hi, people.
Oh, there you
Hi.
go. You checked it out.
You got the right one, yay.
I got the right link.
Probably check transship in the future instead of just assuming.
I did. I just I saw the link and it's like, yeah, it's probably the same one.
You said it. I just.
Oh yeah, that's yep.
Yeah.
The
For
problem is
some
they
reason,
keep dying, so that's why I keep hating.
Yeah.
on the top left, I misread it, Sean. I thought it said awkward anal cam.
Awkward. Well, that would be pretty awkward. I don't even know where it is.
Wow,
Where
that is a
it? Oh, it's over there.
big,
Okay.
spacious anus.
I've got.
What is wrong with you people?
That's an image I didn't need. Thanks.
Are
I've
you
got a
insane?
massive DVD collection in my anus.
Massive.
I like how that's become a thing, the awkward angle cam.
Look, there's an oscillating fan in my anus.
Speaking of,
You know, there's obviously that joke is coming from the show Jackass,
Yes.
but
You understood that reference.
there is a commercial out here for an insurance company called Keister Insurance,
Oh, God.
and it's just this lady riding around on her bike doing the same fucking thing.
I guess
This
it's
is
better
like-
than Shyster Insurance.
Yeah,
What the
and she's
hell,
like,
Cass?
because she found a town called Keister. I think it's in like Montana or something.
Keister.
And so she's riding around. She goes, she's saying, "Oh, there's a general store in my Keister."
Okay.
If I'm comfortable talking about my Keister, you know, this is yeah.
Uh-huh.
Anyway,
okay.
Sorry, I was
Thanks for
organizing
sharing.
Shit.
That-
It's like a joke. That 15 minutes. We got old games.
and fail.
And this cat exploded.
Wow, we're only in about a minute, and already Cass has destroyed everything.
The best
In front
part,
of
Destroyed
the
it.
best part,
it. Within reach.
absolute best part is that you were trying to start it off all somber and like, this is totally insane.
Oh, yeah.
And even though you tried to do that, it didn't last long, did it?
No, it didn't. The
Oh,
you
real
forgot who's
insanity invaded.
I don't know why. I just when you said that, I just pictured the hangout all normal and everything like that. Then it cuts to the SpongeBob 2 minutes later, and it cuts to Cass and he's sitting in his front lawn, and the whole house is just burning to the ground.
Yes.
So, Kralatin said, so today, for those of you who live under a rock, I posted my long-awaited Star Wars The Last Jedi rant, and boy, has it ever been a blast seeing the just butthurt,
I kept
ragey
up with
comments.
Stupid.
Oh, some of them have been so wonderful. Kralatin just said, I'm already loving the Last Jedi rant video comments. Some valid points I hadn't thought of, but most are, no, it was bad and you should feel bad, or it was still bad with no refutation. Yeah. Yeah, we've had some fun with the viewers today. A lot of
Some of them shouldn't be viewers, but you know.
yeah.
I'm
People are
honestly,
By the way.
I am honestly shocked that at least the last time I looked, it had more likes than dislikes.
Yeah, I uploaded it.
It was about a little under a 2-to-1 ratio. It's almost like it was like 80 something likes to 50 something dislikes. But yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Like there would be just a shit ton of dislikes. I mean, within a minute of it being posted, it's a 38-minute long video. Within a minute of it being posted, there was already one dislike on it. Like just immediately.
Like this.
How dare you even deign to defend this film?
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't really care that some jackass did that. Obviously, that person's not watching your videos. They're just assholes.
Yeah, they're just disliking.
They're hate subscribed.
Yeah, hate subscribed. Yeah,
really
exactly.
Bad. If all you're doing is just you watch the channel and every video you download, you probably shouldn't be on that channel if you're that unhappy with the content.
Well, yeah, like I don't know why you would just stick around and watch something that you don't like. There's a lot of selection of content on YouTube. There's literally something for everybody by this point.
My favorite part about this whole thing is you mentioned that a lot of people's problems with movies is that they go in with expectations and you shouldn't have expectations. You mentioned that in the video.
I think so, yeah.
And there are still people who are like, it didn't meet our expectations. That's your problem, not the movies.
Oh, yeah. You actually left a really good response. I think summarizes that
I was being
quite
really
nicely.
Fully. So, which one did I leave that was good?
It was, I'm too lazy to look it up, but it was basically something like that, where somebody had said they went in and with expectations, and says, well, that was your fault for going in with expectations and expecting the movie to meet them rather than letting the movie inform you of what it was.
A movie is someone telling you the way it is and asking you, is this how you feel? Not, hey, guess what? Everything you know in life, that's this movie. It's everything. It's fucking Christ. Anyway, I'm so angry. My favorite part, a very special touched in the head member that follows your channel for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to mention his name because he's a walking chop pile of turds. He said, he goes, that's exactly why people hated this movie. Star Wars has always been the kind of movie you put on and zone out to not have to think. We fans are mad because it changed and no longer feels like a proper Star Wars movie. Not all movies need to make you think. Okay, Donald.
Oh my god.
We need dumb popcorn movies, of which Star Wars used to be some of the best. We're so mad about Last Jedi because we've grown up with these movies for the decades and don't like the direction they're going. That's because you have expectations. Yeah. Everyone has one big franchise that they put their time and energy into, and Star Wars is ours. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's most of why you can't understand why people are so upset about the movie. Star Wars, as far as I know, hasn't been your main entertainment focus like the rest of us. My response was, "What? So Star Wars is too smart for you? What kind of idiot are you?"
Yeah.
And then of course someone else.
Hold on, wait a minute.
I'm not gonna out the person who responded to me because they just didn't understand what I was saying.
Star Wars for the last several decades has been your sole focus and entertainment. Literally, do you just keep this movie on loop for the last decade?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Well, the thing is, it's like that's almost borderline. You're not a real Star Wars fan because you like this.
Oh yeah, Richard Scotsman.
And the thing is, dude, I've been a Star Wars fan. I know who this person is, and it's like, dude, I've literally been a Star Wars fan since before you were born.
Literally.
Like, literally.
Quite
I
literally.
saw the original in theaters when it was new. I was 5, and I saw every single one of the originals in theaters when they were new, like when they first came out. And some of them multiple times. Like, my parents loved them, too, so they took me multiple times to go see them. And bought me the toys, and, I read the comics, and I saw the holiday special when it originally aired. My mom taped it on our VCR.
That's a shame for your VCR. Where was that comment? That was so fucking glorious. That we got that cuck all riled up.
Oh, it was on Facebook.
Oh my god, there's this guy who's like trying to insult Sean, so I came in and was like,
Hold on. Let me actually find it. I'll read it because it's.
Read it with the voice, please.
It is
I gotta hear it.
freaking hilarious.
Before you read that, I have a comment here that is also excellent. I love this. I love this comment.
Okay.
Wow, I used to love your videos because you made quality films. But how can you like this garbage movie and defend it as well? I'm speechless.
God forbid you have your own fucking opinions.
I
Jesus.
used to like good films, but now I like The Last Jedi, so all of my opinions have
You
suddenly
used to
become
know
invalid.
quality films,
Yeah.
and now you don't know.
No,
Apparently
you're
not.
probably 22 and don't know your head from your ass, so I would stop talking, Sonny. Or
Oh,
let
hey,
see.
that guy responded again. There's more.
Oh my God! I haven't
Late breaking news, everybody.
Okay,
I signed out earlier today
Here we
because
go. This is really long, so try not to interrupt me. It's gonna take a
Quick,
bit.
interrupt immediately.
Okay, so it started off. 1, it's obvious.
Well, Okay, sorry, I had to get out.
1, it's obvious you love SJW Star Wars. You didn't need to make a video about it. Actually, no, you didn't make a video about it. And 2, you conveniently forgot mention Kathleen Kennedy pushing her feminist agenda.
Equality? Oh God, such an agenda.
So my response: 1, yes, I did. 2, no, I didn't, because I'm not so paranoid, delusional, or threatened about my masculinity that I think that's actually a thing that is happening.
Yeah, if you think it's... Yeah.
And then he said, Zern Isaac, Lucasfilm has admitted that they are pushing that agenda. And I just said, sure they did. By the way, I know exactly what he's referring to, and I'll talk about it after. And I just responded and said, sure they did. Just keep telling yourself that if it helps you sleep at night. And he just said, Kathleen Kennedy wore a shirt that said the Force is female. And I just said, totally not to stir up oversensitive fanboys. Nope, not at all. Congratulations. You fed the troll. And then he responds, congratulations, you have a thin dick.
Wow.
And I just burst out laughing. I was like, bah! I guess I win then, if that's all you've got left.
Yeah. By the way, if you're afraid of strong women, you're a weak man.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Yeah.
you're a weak ass. If you are threatened, if your masculinity is threatened, or you think there's some sort of feminist agenda, or you think women are out to get you, you are a weak ass, pathetic man, and you deserve all the ridicule, hate, and loneliness that you fucking live in your life. All the confusion and sadness, you deserve that for being a dumbass. Grow the fuck up.
So speaking of Skinslip commenting, that's when Skinslip jumped in and said, he said, you're such a snowflake. I laughed so hard at your cucktastic comments.
I'm just trolling at this point because he's obviously
he's just
special.
So he responds, says, so Skinslip, go fuck yourself, you weak-kneed faggot. You're last fucking person to criticize me, you communist jizz bucket.
Which, by the way, I'll give props. Communist jizz bucket is a pretty funny insult.
That is pretty awesome.
It has nothing to do with me.
Why communist?
I'm really liberal, and I'm not.
Okay.
Communism is bad. Remember?
Because you remember the only thing shitty right wingers, by the way, only shitty right wingers have to do in an argument is to throw fucking communist accusations at people or Nazi accusations.
Oh yeah, he was literally one step away from calling one of us a Nazi.
Yeah.
So then you respond. So I said, hey, he responded. So Brandon came back and he's like, I love this. This is just art right here. So he responds.
Did you read his respond?
Yeah.
Okay.
He reads. He responds back to the Communist Jizz Bucket comment. Says, I would say I was disappointed, but your response was as pitiful as I expected. You know, you should seek some help for your anger issues. I know you're hurting, but lashing out against others isn't going to erase the pain or ease the pain. It's only through true self-love and caring that you will find healing. I hope you find peace.
Literally, he responded to some other shitty insult. And
Hold on. Then his response was, "Go fuck yourself. If I didn't have weak knees, I'd drop your sorry ass." Like,
yeah. And then,
okay. So then I commented, "Such compelling counter arguments. You know someone's debating game is weak when all they can do is resort to petty insults after a couple of comments. Lame. Anyway, I need to get back to watching all of my photoshopped Kathleen Kennedy porn while drinking spiked blue milk.
I just have to stop. Hold on.
Okay.
Didn't he literally just in a few comments ago accuse Skinslip of being weak-kneed, and now he's saying he's weak-kneed?
Like
what's
literally
going on here?
By the way,
Project
that's
much?
projection. That's projection.
I don't know. Hold on. Did I respond to that?
Huh? Yeah, you did. Well, hold on.
Okay, I can't remember.
Hang on. There's a sequence here. So then David Henkel, shout out to David Henkel.
Hold on 1 second. I was gonna say I did not. My last comment was like, I was sitting there for like 10 minutes thinking, do I want to send this? I don't know. But I went. I took a piss. And I went and like made some food and came back. Like, yeah, I'm gonna send it. So anyway.
Okay. So then David Henkel, shout out to David Henkel, longtime viewer, incredibly loyal fan, says responds to the guy, says, "You're acting like a child. Grow up and stop with your insults." Then the guy just responds, "Fuck off."
Hold on. I'd like to point out that David fucking Hinkle told him to grow up.
Yeah.
David fucking Hinkle,
Yes.
who, by the way, is when he was in our chats in the past, he's very childish and not like in a bad way, in a fun way.
Yeah.
And David fucking Hinkle's telling you to grow up. You are such a weak pussy child.
Yes.
That's how weak you are. David Hinkle's like, dude, you're.
Shout out David Hinkle.
Yeah.
I love David. He's a good
anyway.
dude. No, Will David Hinkle. He's a good dude.
So then Skinslip chimed in, "Ha ha ha, you dumb child." Just like immediately lashed out to that. And then, David Hinkle responded again. I haven't seen this one yet. He says, "Go back to preschool. You really need an education."
Oh, wait, I almost said, weak need, you sad son of a bitch. I will walk my crippled ass over there and slap the fucking taste out of your mouth for thinking about
Hold on. The gauntlet has been thrown down here, I think.
Oh, shit.
You thought you were being left out of it, but check this out. He just said, about an hour ago, "Just for the record, Sean and Brandon, it's not you I want to face.
What?
It's your friend Stoudman, whose face I want to smash to pieces."
Really?
That's right. He's calling you out, Stoud. Apparently you suck, even more than
Why?
we do.
Please, I need you to stout me.
I
Other
don't
than
know.
being a soulless ginger, I'm just wondering.
Please,
What did I do?
please,
I
stout.
don't know.
What did I do?
Please go and leave a voluminous response.
Just one of your standard
Like a fucking
20-page
book.
About everything he said, all his points, just fucking rip his asshole out.
A
Please.
standard Stoud 20-page response with annotations, footnotes, and links
You
to
know I
relevant
will.
articles.
That's the rest of my night. I'm telling you.
Please. Several comments long. I mean, because you ran out of care. We know you will.
Oh my goodness.
Fuck editing. You can just write another comment.
Well, hello there, ladies. How are you this evening?
By the way, look at all those awesome ladies. Anyway, the Force is female. Yeah, it's also male. Who cares? It's alright, guys. Chill the fuck out.
Now,
Nobody
okay.
needs to say also male because.
Now hold on. I have to explain
Christ.
what I think I actually found the origin of what everybody's flipping out about.
Okay.
And this picture with the ladies in the shirts was one of them, but this was not meant to be, some kind of feminist agenda bullshit thing. It was just them having a little bit of fun.
The jobless cripple called you weak ass men. Think about that.
And then, okay, what the actual story is a lot of the female characters in some of the recent Star Wars movies, and in particular the TV shows, were primarily written and developed by men. And, so basically what Kathleen Kennedy did was she pulled together a team of female writers to focus specifically on the female characters and just develop them a little better. Because one of the big examples being was the character of Ashoka from Clone Wars, which
Holy crap!
some people liked, some people didn't.
I didn't.
But in the course, that character was brought back for Rebels after being kind of retooled by this team of female writers, and is now like one of the big fan favorite characters. Why? Because in the original, she was kind of portrayed as a whiny, sulky teenager type of Jedi character. In Rebels, she was given an actual arc where she starts off as a teenager with actual legitimate issues, and evolves into a strong, assured 30-year-old woman
Excellent.
later. And
That's excellent.
is given an actual proper arc and treated like an actual proper character. That's what that whole agenda is just giving the female characters stronger stories, essentially, and stronger characters. Because, quite frankly, a lot of the male writers that were writing these characters in the past weren't doing a very good job. Because they're guys. They don't know, like, the female perspective. It's about giving balance to the character development. It's not about favoring one over the other. It's like
exactly.
Have guys write the guy characters, girls write the girl characters.
It's not about favoring anyone. It's about letting people have equality. It's because they have been shut out of the fucking room. They've been tokens. They've been the Janine she's a funny girl. It's a big fucking thing. And she's a funny girl, implying that women aren't funny or are less funny or some shit. Fuck that noise. Yeah. She's either funny or she's not, you fuckhead. And the problem is that, like, a lot of writers' rooms, it was like 10 dudes and a fucking lady, and that was it. That's what they're talking about, like, making equality in the workplace so there's an equality of voice so that everyone has a voice. Well, so everyone can say, hey, I see a little bit of me in that character because someone like you was probably writing that character.
Mm-hmm. Now, that's not to say that men can't write strong female characters or that women can't write strong male characters. There have been plenty of examples of both over the years. Look at Joss Whedon and the strong female characters that he writes into his stories. I mean, he's, I think, a good example of that. But the thing is, the majority of the time, when you have a committee of male writers writing, a variety of characters, variety of sexes and such, and it's not necessarily going to be balanced. You draw a lot on personal experience and stuff like that, and
still not make it. To be fair, you can be trying your hardest to be fair about the whole thing when you're writing, and you could be totally off still.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily
So you go off and ask your girlfriend, like, how should I write this female character? It's like, well, how about you just have your girlfriend write the female character? Mm-hmm. That's essentially what they've done here. I mean, so people who, I guess, as you're saying before, are just very insecure about their masculinity, are just
weak-ass people.
Heard about this and just jumped to all these conclusions. Oh, it's Kathleen Kennedy's feminist agenda, social justice warrior wars. And, did you see that picture where they were wearing that Forces Female shirt? Oh my god, that's proof. That's proof of what's going on. It's like, no. You fucking idiots. It's
proof
not.
That's equality? Oh god, forbid.
Yeah.
No, equality. We won't have control and power anymore.
Yeah.
Or whatever that means. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Weak ass
Oh god. Worm Disease asked, does Transformers have any strong characters? Well, actually, the original cartoon has had a lot of strong female characters over the years.
Dude, RC's awesome.
The movies...
Capable.
Yeah, the
movies,
no. Not really.
Strong characters. In fact...
It's a sausage party.
Season 3 is very strong for a lot of characters, including Rodimus Prime, who goes from a whiny, competitive kid who has the leadership of the Autobots, doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, to a capable leader. So, I mean...
Every time the subject of Transformers comes
out. I'm just saying, he mentioned Transformers.
Skinslip has to give us more of his love of Optimus.
Fuck you!
Optimus Prime.
Not my fault. Optimus a pile of dicks.
Yeah, we know. He secretly beat up Roller when we weren't looking.
He's abusive. Not my fault.
Sneak off into the trailer. Just hear all that panicked beeping and blooping as
I can just picture Optimus
is whipping him with the belt.
For God's sake,
That's terrible. That's way worse than I just think.
Shut up, Roller.
That's terrible, but I'm just thinking robotic. He has control of a sentient being that can't.
God.
Can't pick its own goddamn drinks up. I mean, like.
Everybody's refreshing the rant video to see how the likes and dislikes are doing. Apparently, we're currently at 103 likes and 56 dislikes, so it's almost exactly split down the middle. That's awesome.
Nice.
It's so funny.
It's all right. You can dislike the video. That's fine.
Yeah,
I mean, like, and you can leave a bad comment. You can leave a disagreeing comment. In fact, there are at least half a dozen comments that are people who disagree with you that are peaceful, and you've liked and commented and had a very peaceful conversation with some people. So it's not like he's negative. Yeah. He's not hating on people who have a different opinion. He's just Some of these people are just fucking broken.
It's just people who are dicks about it. And I mean, that's the same about anything. And I did have some people call me out on that, saying, you just don't like it when people have a different opinion, blah, 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 blah. It's like, no. Have a different opinion. Read the fucking comments. There's a lot of people that have different opinions. The only ones I've responded harshly to are ones that were dicks about it, or ones that don't back up their opinions with some kind of genuine example. Just saying, it sucks. That's not an opinion.
And I will be 100% transparent. If you go back and watch Old S&Is, I was that guy. Okay, I've been there. Fuckheads, you guys are hating me right now, because being shitty, and we're all like making fun of you.
Mm-hmm.
You're the problem. We're not you are actually the problem here.
Mm-hmm.
We're most of us are mostly adjusted adults. You know,
mostly.
I say mostly. Everyone's got problems. No one's perfect.
Yeah.
But we don't go around angry at the world. You know, there's. It's just, guys, relax.
Fuck everything.
Not everything's about you.
Everything sucks.
They're the same people who go, well, there's no white male in there. I just can't relate to anybody in it because there's no one who represents me in the movie. Oh my God, it's a cast of old characters who are like aliens. I can't relate. I'm none of those characters. Like,
Yeah.
They're the same people.
Oh, I think it's probably about time I did my thoughts on the female doctor video, just while tempers are hot from the Star Wars one. I think it's the perfect time now.
Yep.
They're just like, you're just a cuck who's all about the feminist agendas of the entertainment industry. Yep.
Sure.
I am just cucktastic, cucking my way through the cuckorama.
Sucking on the cuckles of... Was that?
So, speaking of ripping massive farts in the bathroom at work,
did you rip a massive fart in the bathroom at work?
I did. Funny you should mention that.
Wow.
No, it was this great moment where there's this one particular guy who is the ex of a woman who I was briefly pursuing there, and that didn't work out. But the ex was just a world-class twat, like, for so many reasons that would take a million years to go into. But he was just such an idiot. I don't even know why he's still working there. Like, he's just such a joke. But just for all the stupid shit he put her through.
Pretend to be nice while he's on the phone. That's
Yeah,
why.
well, yeah.
That's
But
why
anyway, so occasionally I pass by him in the hall, and he's just like, "Hey!" Like, like, I don't even... Actually, a lot of time I don't even grunt. I just kind of, like, look at him, like, with this the neutral expression, and then look away.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thanks, Major Motoko. Oh, I didn't realize the bunny was so tiny with it down there. A tiny little bunny.
When does it relapse?
Sorry.
God damn it, I want to sub again, but gotta wait for the...
What was I going to say? Yeah, so anyway, I was going, felt the urge. So I was heading into the bathroom, and he headed in just behind me.
Oh, goody.
But brief eye contact was made. So I was like,
Lord.
aha, excellent. So I sat down, and, he goes to the urinal. I go into the stall, mount the throne. It's just, as soon as... Is Cass distracted? Cass not even listening to my bathroom story.
I'm listening.
Oh, okay. Looked like you were watching a movie or something.
No, I'm doing other people's taxes.
Oh, fun. Actually, for you, that would be fun. But anyway,
Getting errors, so I'll just help pay attention.
So I sit down. It's like, and it's one of those cases where I can't tell if it's a shit or a fart, but I'm there just in case.
Insurance.
Yeah, so I just sit down and hear the guy starting to piss in the urinal, and it's like, no reaction. Nothing. Not planned. That's just the conversation my ass wanted to have. As it turns out, no poop. It was just all air, but
Way too much information. That was totally unnecessary.
but I just waited because I was like, yes, that is what I think of you, sir. And that was pretty much it. Oh, actually, no, there was another one. This was a few weeks ago. I kept meaning to tell, but you know, we always talk about how whenever we, you know, we're in the bathroom or whatever, we rip a massive fart in the stall and we're trying not to giggle.
No.
So I usually just, because I figure, well, they can hear me, but they can't see me. So the way I get around that is I just sit there with a huge grin on my face after.
Oh,
So
God,
the
that's
grin just kind of takes the edge off, and then I can calm down. But there's this one time I went in, and there was already someone in the stall next to me. So I sit down, and just let one rip, just... And then I just hear in the stall next to me. And I'm like, yes!
Vindication.
That's such a great accomplishment.
You know that he's desperately trying not to laugh. And of course, it's just dead silent after. So if he so much as sniffed, you'd hear it.
Sniffed, tee-hee. I hear you did.
I had a feel like that where you have
I
to
may
sort
have
of try to
glanced
cough to
over.
cover it.
Just to see if I could see the feet jiggling, but no.
These poker feet.
So there you go.
I still love your one where you said you had the first you had the and then and then
Oh, right.
you're like, hey, I got a full house.
Well, that's when there was the guy in the stall next to me who was clearly gun shy about other people being around. So he was just like shitting violently when I first walked in, and then as soon as I sat down in the stall next to him, silence. So it's like I'm just picturing him clenching for all he was worth. It's like, gotta wait until they're gone. Gotta wait until they're gone.
And I would just sit there as long as I possibly could without getting in trouble with my boss.
Well, that was the thing. I remember that became the story. It was like you were asking me, Cass, was there a pause between each fart? And it's like, yes, excellent.
It's like, hey, it must be done by now. Oh, God damn it.
Yeah. He's never going to be finished. I need to finish exploding.
Like intermission.
Yeah.
So I just had a video shared to me on Facebook.
Oh no.
My God.
Oh yeah, Morgan says the bathroom stories is trying to remind me of the Human Centipede films again. He just did a marathon of all 3 Human Centipede films. He was telling us about it in the Discord.
See, and that's the reason why you should join our Discord. Hey, random plug, because
right.
people talk about what you're fucking watching. We're actually talking about, like I was telling him, like I think that the Human Centipede films are the epitome of pooping on a plate and you yelling, "This is art! This is art!" and out your lungs just to get it's attention. That's all
That's
it is.
right.
It was just
That's
movie made, like I need attention.
Hey, thanks, Megan Commandy.
It was pretty rapid art.
Actually, a lot of people really like that one. I think mainly because I blatantly ripped off the Stranger Things intro. And like, you gotta use that as your intro now, but it's the Stranger Things intro.
Use a different theme.
You can use my own intro of some kind.
Parody. Chill out.
Yeah, I
Relax.
know.
It is your own parody if you use a different theme song, you see? Especially if you're like, oh my god, you need to cover it in fart sounds or something. Like, I'm telling you, you need to do a cover of it in like some goofy tones.
Fart sounds.
There's something silly or ridiculous that it's totally you, you know? Some goofy synth. I know you can put it together, actually. Just look at the... Do you know how to read music, or do you know how to read music, or are you by the feel kind of...
I play more by ear. I used to be able to read music, but it's so long ago.
I'm sure you can figure out something a closer proximity to it, you know, and then...
No, I can do it by ear. I learned to play the Halloween theme by ear. Literally by listening to the theme over and over again.
Well, John Carpenter's a by feel music composer. I think he can read music, but I think like
You can generally tell like that he's more by feel. Like there's a distinct sort of flavor to that kind
Rhythm.
of style.
There's like a rhythm to it, almost like a heartbeat.
Yeah, he goes more by feel.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's a wonderful kind of music. It's just
Absolutely.
I don't know how to read music either. It's like how I make music, which is why I never share any of it because I'm never satisfied enough to share any of it. So
yeah,
I haven't done anything in a long time either. But
oh right, you got that. What did you get? You got some kind of music thing.
right here, 1 second. It's covered in dust.
Like a
That's
little
how long
keyboard.
it's been.
Oh right, yeah. With
Look
the
how
pads
dusty
and
that
stuff.
is. It's black, by the way, normally.
So did you use it for like a week?
No, I used it for a few months, and then
Oh, okay.
you know,
You just haven't.
it's been like a
Sure.
year since I touched it, though.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, actually, I shouldn't talk. I've got a rack of 3 keyboards over there that are covered in dust.
No, like I don't dust either. I need to dust more often.
Yeah, same here. I'm terrible for that. But
I don't have the emotional energy to do that shit like right now because I live in a fucking shitty place. But
fair enough.
I don't know. It's like living in a war zone. So.
Intentionally racist.
What was that?
As this anime is unintentionally racist.
Oh.
Oh god.
That was the video that was sent to me.
Oh, okay.
It was from one of the new dubbed episodes of Dragon Ball Super.
Oh yeah.
Because apparently one of the villains in the show is a clone of Goku called Goku Black. And so there's a scene, you can probably see where this is going. Okay. There's a scene where there's a bunch of soldiers like trying to find Goku Black, something like that. So they're all hiding and things are happening, and one of the soldiers turns around and goes, "We're gonna shoot. You're gonna pay for what you've done." And Trunks goes, "No, don't shoot. He's not black."
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
We were talking
I've
about that
seen
like a
that.
month
Yeah.
ago. We talked about that a month ago about it taking out of context.
Out of context.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Black.
I'm like, oh.
Don't shoot. He's not black. Hey, that's wow.
That's a capital B. So,
Yeah.
but that's fine. Just funny. I'm taking it out of context.
Taz is great.
Oh man.
36 viewers.
Oh, excuse me.
Trolls, where are you?
And Command says, Sean, on Facebook, how do fans send you packages? Well, they contact me somehow through some means.
You PM him on,
I mean, you can PM me pretty much anywhere, like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube.
gmail.com.
Even on the if you're on the Discord at all, you can PM me there too.
Yeah, that's another reason to join Discord. You can not harass him, but you can PM him to get his address.
Speaking of packages, we got to get this PS4 squared away at some fucking point.
Oh yeah, I keep
someone
forgetting
take
I
one?
bought a PS4 from you.
You just have to ship it? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
have
I'm
to ship
just
it.
I'm just waiting for the money to ship it.
Oh,
Okay.
well, you never told me how much. You said wait until I get a total, and then I'll tell you how much it'll cost to ship it.
Yeah,
I
that's what you did say.
You never told
Yeah,
me.
and I did tell you
When?
All
I
a
don't
long
remember that
fucking
either.
time ago.
right, well, repeat. Well, tell him again. Let's just get this shit rolling.
I said I need you to, because I was been waiting for your address.
Okay, I responded.
Oh, okay.
Oh, let me. Hey, can a mod drop a Discord link in the chat,
As
please,
far as I know,
so people who are here can see?
yes, a mod can.
Well, we've got mods in the chat that can do it, and the mods in the.
That's true. Mods.
I made my really big and lengthy response. Also, one of the reasons that you need to get that PS4 so you can play God of War.
Ah, yes, of course. I need to
You're gonna
play the
love it.
rest of the God of Wars.
Dad of War.
Dad of War.
Or my personal
I
favorite.
don't call it.
My favorite is God of Boy.
God of Boy.
Boy.
So I did. I
like
posted a Phantasm link. Boy.
Anytime someone says "boy," I won't think of anything but Phantasm.
Yeah.
Boy. He says it like 9 times in one of the movies. It's
Oh god, God of War says boy 9 times in like a minute and a half.
Of course, it's a video game, but I'm sure if I was playing the
Boy.
tall man in a video game, he'd say "boy" a lot
In
too.
your mouth, boy.
Boy.
It's only when Kratos is really, really worried or upset is when he goes, Atreus!
I think I'm due for a Phantasm.
It's like when your dad or mom gets so mad at you they call you by your full name.
First, middle, and last name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm due for a Phantasm watch. I still haven't seen number 5, and it's been like 6 years since I've seen the first.
I have not seen any of them. I was going to buy the set, but then it went out of print very quickly, and now it's expensive.
Oh, I would like to.
2 and 3 about a year or 2 ago, but I haven't seen 1 in a long time, and I haven't seen 4 since I saw 1, so about 6 years. I saw 1 through 4 when I got the. I had the Phantasm UK ball set for like 4 or 5 years by the time I actually sat down and watched it.
Huh. Sounds like a lot of my stuff.
That's just how collectors work. We buy more than we watch. We buy faster than we watch, I should say.
Yep.
I flipped the cover on my copy of God of War.
Ooh, that's pretty awesome.
Nice.
And it's a bad fucking ass. Look at that.
It is.
That is awesome.
But
I just have to say about that game, all right? I have been watching people play that game. It's so popular right now on Twitch.
Yeah.
I've been watching people play that game all week, and at first, you may remember, like, the first that I saw of it,
Thank you, Dillard.
on Discord, I was, like, kind of criticizing some of the issues. I was saying, there are some minor issues here that I'm taking issue with, right?
Issue with the issues?
But when I actually watched the fucking gameplay, and I, like, paid attention to the story and everything, I'm like, oh shit! All these, like, or most, I should say, a wide majority of the issues that I had with this are actually answered by the story in the game. So it's like, well, this gameplay element doesn't seem to make sense.
Well, there you go.
And then the story answers why it doesn't make sense.
Oh.
Well, the big thing being, well, why is it so difficult? Well, Kratos isn't getting any fucking younger. He's kind of old at this point, as you can see.
I've been
and tell.
Off stream. I've been calling him
So it's
Brachiosaurus.
not
Kratos.
easy for him to do the same shit he used to do. You know what I mean?
Kratos
So,
is turning into a very,
sense.
very crotchety Clint Eastwood.
Yeah,
He really is.
Just from a story point of view, like, it's not just because they want to mimic in some ways the
Oh god.
the Dark Souls kind of games,
And-
which it is kind of there is a little bit of
God.
Dark Souls in
Yeah,
it.
the more I will admit, I do have to
Holy
retract
shit.
what I've said before.
Okay.
The more that I'm,
But it makes sense.
yeah, the more the comparisons to Dark Souls I am seeing now. Those comparisons are obviously being made for mid to late game,
Yeah.
and
Where it
when
gets more difficult.
when the enemies start getting harder, and the only way to take them out is to learn the strategy.
What?
learn
A
the-
game where the enemies get harder later in the game?
Well, no,
That's
not-
outrageous.
not just most games where like enemies do the exact same thing throughout the entire game. They just takes more hits to kill them.
Oh, yeah.
It's this actually like the enemies will do different things. They'll have
Cool.
You
different
have to
things
figure
on
out-
them. They'll have different weapons. They'll have different
Yeah.
armor. They'll have and they'll do different things, which causes you to have to change your strategy because what you were doing before either will not work now or won't work as well.
Right. So, speaking of wanting to punch Stoudman in the face,
Yay!
I should
Did
probably.
you read my comment?
Would you like me to read your comment here?
Go for
Oh
it.
god.
Okay. So
Do we have
here's
about an hour?
Stoudman's wonderfully
It'll only take
long-winded
like 20
response.
I better sit
Dude.
back for this one.
Get settled in, settle in, get comfortable. All right, here we go.
I feel like in moments like this, I just need to like go lay in bed and tuck myself in.
So don't
There
interrupt,
there
or
are
it will
nuggets
take.
of truth to it, and then there are nuggets of just pure troll.
Just
Just so you
trolling.
guys are.
Okay, so no interruptions, because otherwise it's going to take even longer. You know how much Stout likes to write, so here we go. And this is in response to the guy who said he wanted to destroy Stout. And this is, listen, I can totally understand your desire to destroy my very punchable and undeservedly smug face. Especially when there's a cute little kitten next to it. But leave the women out of this. What exactly is the problem with the women in The Last Jedi? How is anything in that movie specifically a SJW statement? What was your issue? when they wouldn't give Poe the information he wanted? Guess what? That was you. You are very much like Poe. You're getting butthurt because you feel like you weren't invited to the table, and you decide to answer your perception of injustice with violence because you're a victim of toxic masculinity. They were making a statement specifically about people like you, which means that you actually were represented in the film. What else you got? Rose stopping Finn from trying to be the big manly man who saves the day? Yeah, that's part of the story. The entire point of the film is that the concept of legends and the desire to be legendary is stupid and doesn't actually help anyone. Luke made the mistake which led Kylo to become who he was because he thought of himself as a legend and wanted to do what legends do. Finn was trying to be a legend, and Rose stopped him because she understood that the only way the Resistance was actually going to be successful is if everyone worked together, rather than trying to be singular legends. It's all a part of the story. But you're too caught up in trying to find something about this movie that feels like it might be an SJW moment that you can't even appreciate the overarching message of the film, which, if you didn't notice, had nothing to do with identity politics.
It actually had everything to do with people stop thinking about yourself and start thinking about other people. That's literally the thesis of the film.
Yes.
Luke has to learn how to do that. Poe has to learn how to do that. What's his face?
Brandon, there's 2 more paragraphs.
Yeah, there's 2 more paragraphs.
Sorry, I just wanted to say that real quick.
All right.
Anyway, continue.
Finally, I feel like it's important to note that you very frequently resort to a fallacy known as an ad hominem. When you know for a fact that your argument isn't strong enough to stand up to a counter-argument. You literally just attack the person's character instead of trying to come up with a better argument. This is undeniable proof that you are unintelligent and entirely incapable of actually winning any argument or being legitimately correct about anything. Just stop already. You are soundly beaten. And what's even more sad and pathetic is that you will never actually have the chance to smash my very punchable face to pieces. First of all, that's entirely impossible because faces do not break into pieces. But second, you probably aren't even capable of causing any damage to my mostly fatty body.
Also, he's like 6'10". He's huge. He's a giant.
He is. Stout is a fucking giant.
I'm a midget, and he's a fucking giant.
Don't let the crappy framing of his webcam fool you. He is a massive, massive giant of a man.
I'm not kidding you. When I was in the store today, an elderly gentleman walked up to me, touched me on the arm, and said, "You're about the biggest guy I've seen all day."
Awesome. All right, so finally,
probably awkward.
Stop projecting your own insecurities. Stop being mad at the world and everything in it. Take the advice of the much more wizened and intelligent people here and get some help. You clearly need it. Also, threatening people on the internet is just about the most pathetic thing that anyone can do. Talk about a keyboard warrior. Big man behind a computer screen there. I'm really scared of you now. Please don't hurt me, mystery man. I'm so terrified. Ha! Fuck off, loser. Oh my god, Stout, I love you! That was brilliant! That was such a good response.
I was off taking a piss.
Stout, when
fantastic.
When you were talking about the guy today, that said you're about the biggest guy I've seen all day.
That's what she said.
Of course, I was thinking of the old guy. Cash, you would know this one. Sitting at the park bench next to the midget going, "Where's the rest of you?"
He's just like eyeing him for like 5 minutes.
It's like, "Excuse me, sir, is there? You have a problem?" He just goes, "Where's the rest of you?"
That's really rude, by the way.
I was just gonna say at the end of you reading all 3 paragraphs of Stout's rant, just being like
4 actually.
4 paragraphs. I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
I was gonna actually post a golden ring. I'm gonna go log in on Facebook.
I've been friends with this gloriously red-haired bastard for the last, what, 10 years?
Oh, that was wonderful. I feel spent now. Most
It was
of the
mostly
comments-
troll, but the part about
No, you had some valid points. Like your stuff about one of the big themes being about legends.
part?
Yeah, that was a big theme, and I thought that was a really interesting theme of it actually.
And people are like, everybody who's like anti-SJW immediately jumps on that because you immediately see it and are triggered by it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh my god, that's clearly talking about SJW. It's clearly talking about how there's toxic masculinity. Like, no.
I mean,
that has nothing to do with this. It's all about how fucking legends, whether they're male or female or fucking don't have a gender, don't help anything.
Yeah. If anything, they tend to make things worse.
Gendered there. Why are you making it gendered? You're the one. It's always the same case with these fucking people.
Yeah.
They bitch and moan about how other people are making things identity politics, and they're the ones we're talking about and making everything about identity politics.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all projection.
And therein lies the irony.
The guy who hates gay people is a fucking gay person who's not okay with himself, and that's sad. And we should help that person and accept themselves instead of having them become like a senator and make legislation that hates gay people. Stop it! Just like the dick and get over it. God, fucking Christ!
Just like the dick.
I don't know if it were me.
Just learn to love the cock like you already do, but won't admit.
You're terrified of homosexuals. Why? Or pussy if you're up.
And you'll hear the people, say shit like, "What's wrong with legends?" Like, well, legends this, legends are great. The last thing I want, if there's an infinite crisis going on, is Mr. Bloated Ego over here saying, "I'm a legend. I will save everybody."
Yeah. And then doesn't. Wasn't Joe Rogan who said these homophobics are fall into one of two categories? Either one, they're an asshole, or two, they're secretly worried that dicks are delicious.
Yes, that's exactly what he said. Because look, you wouldn't be afraid of that's the same person who goes, "Well, what if it makes me gay?" Well, then you're gay.
Yeah, exactly.
Learn to accept yourself.
Made gay, you're either gay or you're not.
Yeah,
that's right. But those are the same people who think it's a choice.
It's like that, very popular statement. There are two different kinds of people.
But what if I like it?
People who are gay.
Then enjoy. Then enjoy it.
No, yeah,
like
I hear that one a
love
lot
it.
too. Well,
love the cock.
I was gay. Okay, are you? And this is, if you feel like you're gay, then okay.
It's okay to be gay.
That's right.
And it's okay to be straight. It's basically just be whoever you are. That's really what it boils down to. And don't project your insecurities on other people because you can't handle who you are. So, pickups?
Pickups.
Did you want to interject something there, Cass? I could have sworn you tried to get a word in there somewhere.
Probably.
Okay.
No, it's just the I'm sorry I wasn't listening gag.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, Funny
Well,
back
good.
in, but I just thought,
Okay. Yeah.
One thing I was going to say before I go, so I don't have a bathroom story per se, but I've had a recurring thing lately in my new house.
In the bathroom?
Is it in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay.
The toilet is like really, really tall, and it's one of those, I guess, environmentally conscious ones that keeps the amount of water in the bottom.
Really tall. Picturing having to climb into this giant bowl. I just need to take a dump.
No.
Can't we get a step ladder or something?
It's weird, but no, it is. It's like it's not so much that it's tall. It's a really deep bowl, and there's only like a tiny
Sorry.
moment you hate all your friends.
That's
Holds
the
a
first
lot
time
of shit. Trust me, I tested it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I was describing a toilet.
So, the toilet was really tall.
Yeah, it's like 18 feet in the air. I don't fight it anymore. I go along with the hijacking. Take me with me. No, it's more.
Take me home. Sorry.
And copyright strike
Uh-huh.
from like 2 seconds of singing.
It was a parody. Did you hear how awful that was?
Anyway, so it's more that it's like a deep bowl, and with only like a tiny little bit of water in the bottom. So the problem is, even the tiniest farts are like concertos, like double forte.
The
I'm
literal
also
definition
thinking.
of toilet bass speakers.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm also
Like
thinking
the
of that.
subwoofer in the bathroom.
I'm also thinking of that story you told us where you had to take a shit in a bucket, and you realized in that moment just how much odor the water in the bowl absorbs.
Yes. Very true.
So I'm just thinking with your eco-friendly toilet, it's like, oh god! 2/3 of it out of the little tiny thimble of water at the bottom.
Let him finish his story.
That's actually pretty much it.
Also,
I just hate how it's like the tiniest little like I just now when I left when I had to switch my laundry over that I went to the bathroom and literally just to pee and I was sitting and just tiny little fart and it was like I was like I didn't let that much out, like what the hell.
Amplify.
Worm Disease in the chat says, a guy told me the other week that you can fix being gay. There are no fixed gay people. They're just broken people who gave up.
Yeah.
They were abused and tormented by people they loved and expected to be cared by. And now
I thought you got choked up there for a second.
Yeah.
Fucker.
No,
Dude, it's like these people have been abused.
No,
A lot of them were fucking kids when this happened.
Yeah.
We sent to fucking summer camps and rehabilitation places. They're fucking abused.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Mm-hmm.
Our vice
It breaks my fucking heart. It breaks my fucking heart that people who are proposed to love people, people who care for people, do this to people they love.
Yeah.
You are
I know,
fucking monsters. You are monsters. You deserve the worst things. Anyone who thinks that you can fix gay is fucking lying or cruel or an awful person. You should never talk to that person. You should. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
Or ignorant and doesn't know any better.
It is true, though.
Yeah, that's true. They can be ignorant. You're right.
Fucking educate themselves, guys.
Please get educated.
Yes, educate yourself.
Oh, yeah.
But
Fuck's sake, stop
don't
hurting other people.
Support the hurting of people to turn them into something they're not. Oh, they're just confused. Like, no. They're probably
confused.
a lot less confused than you.
They know who you are. They are. You're the one not knowing who they are.
Yeah.
It's your problem, not theirs.
I hear about the whole concept of gay conversion therapy. It just makes me sick. I mean, it's like it
The
can't
vice
be
president's a fucking monster, by the way.
concentration camp. So pickups.
Pickups!
Hey, Stout, what'd you get this week, and how many?
9 things, so not too many.
I got more things than you. Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa! Okay.
Look at the headline.
Burnout 3 is finally in my possession again.
Nice. That is the good one. So
Well,
much
they're
fun.
all good. What do you talk? Well,
I know, but that's the most good one.
yes.
Some animals are more gooder than others.
Or betterer.
I got Simpsons Red Rage.
Oh, that's the bad one.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. It's pretty good.
No.
Okay, now here's the thing. Play that, then go play Hit and Run.
Oh, I know.
You'll
I
see
know.
that one
Thing is,
borrowed so many assets from the other, but Hit and Run is so much better of a game.
oh
It's
yeah.
just more
Well,
polished.
it's because Hit and Run is like a complete game, and there's so many more things to do in it,
Yeah.
and there's like an actual story to it.
Yeah.
Whereas this one is literally just a carbon copy of Crazy Taxi.
Pretty much.
That's basically it.
That
But
was the
if
thing
you
that bugged
like
me.
Crazy Taxi, this isn't too bad.
It's
a
fine.
good thing
It's just
that you can pop in for like 10 or 15 minutes. You know what I mean?
that was my issue with it. Was Road Rage was just too simple. Like there just wasn't enough to it. But then Hit and Run came out, and it almost felt like a Grand Theft Auto Simpsons game.
I was about to ask, is there a Grand Theft Auto
Speaking of which-
Simpsons game?
Hit and Run is the closest you can get.
Okay, so there isn't one.
Speaking of which,
Yeah. See, that one is fun. For a long time, I
This
felt
one
that
is great.
was the best Simpsons game to date when that came out.
I want a
some
Simpsons game
still
that's
would say
like-
it is, but
It's
I want a
great.
Simpsons game that's like the South Park games. That's how you do a TV show game.
Yeah. There's a lot
this
of fun.
one is just fantastic. But this one typically, like, I was looking it up on eBay, it goes for like $15 to $20 because it's so popular, right?
That's not bad, actually,
And-
for older games like that.
Yeah, but I didn't want to pay that much for it because I'm a cheapskate.
Of course.
So I went on Atari and I found this and another game that I'm about to show you for $24. So
Like, total. Nice.
I paid about $8 a piece on them. It's not too bad.
Ha, I paid less for you.
How's Your Father says, best Simpsons game is the 1990s multiplayer arcade game. That was a good one, too. Also, actually, the Simpsons pinball game was really good.
This
Oh,
is the other one I got here.
Simpsons skateboarding. I don't think I even knew about that one.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Basically, Simpsons Tony Hawk.
Well,
it
that's
really Tony
exactly
Hawk?
what I would expect it to be.
I don't know if it's like an entire reskin, but yeah.
I'm gonna Google this.
I played it. It's all right. It's nothing special.
Oh, it's not very
Mine is
Tony Hawk like.
It is Tony Hawk like, but
I really liked
I
the
don't know. The
Simpsons game.
controls aren't as fluid. I don't feel
PS3.
like. It felt more, it's a PS2 game, and it felt more like a PS1 game in terms of how it controlled. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, a lot of the early sport games like that. I remember the Matt Hoffman games were very floaty compared to
Well,
a Tony Hawk game.
actually, too, because
Yeah.
this is actually on a blue disc, a CD-ROM.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Neat.
anyway, next, I got Beyond
Hey. With
Two
Ellen
Souls.
Barkin.
Forever.
No, Ellen DeGeneres. No.
And William Dafoe.
William Dafoe.
Good lord.
What is her name again? Now I've actually
Ellen
forgotten.
Page.
Ellen Page, thank you.
I thought you were fucking around.
I was, and then
This one was new, and it came
broke my own
only
brain.
$20, so.
That game actually got a lot of negative press.
I
did
don't know.
remember that.
I remember seeing the previews for it and a bit of behind the scenes stuff. I thought the idea sounded interesting.
Those guys who did Heavy Rain, right?
I
Yeah,
think
they
so,
said
yeah.
it
No.
came out. A lot of people said it came out too quickly after Heavy Rain,
What?
and
That was
5
like
years
3
later.
I know. I know.
People
That's
are
what I-
stupid.
Yeah, they are. And I said, but I just remember that game just got buried in negative reviews and then forgotten.
Yeah. Well, I still want to play it because I love Ellen Page and Willem Dafoe
And that company.
and that company. Yeah. Mermaids.
So I got this. This movie's, I feel like, a hidden treasure. Most people don't talk about.
with Eddie
And
Valiant.
it's just on Blu-ray.
It's got a cult following, but that's about all it's got.
Pretty awesome. So is it Cher,
I
Eddie
pre-ordered
Valiant?
it. It's a great movie. It's
And-
probably one of the best movies Cher's done.
I can't see. who
The
other
only
person is.
Cher movies I like are this and Moonstruck.
Moonstruck.
I'm
Yeah.
always Moonwalk. Why was I?
Moonwalker. That's the Michael Jackson movie.
Why am I thinking of Michael Jackson?
Because Michael Jackson's awesome.
I can. Oh yeah.
Waking Life.
This is apparently the only way to get it on Blu-ray. It's I don't think it's
I think this got
yeah,
announced
it's
for
region
Criterion.
free, so it's not region free. Did it though?
Yeah, but it
Did it
doesn't matter.
really?
I think about the same quality.
This is
About- It's a pretty new movie. It's not like an entire restoration or anything.
Oh, nice. I'd like to get that edition.
It's about time I
I
got
have
this
that.
one, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is when I thought when Brandon thought he was gonna be like, "Wait, you didn't have that already?" Like, no, I didn't. Now I do.
Yeah.
Well
I'm
then,
surprised you didn't have it already.
Damn
It's
it.
been so cheap here in the States. It's
I should get that one too.
Dead Man.
I do not like that movie.
This one just came
Dead
out
Man.
this week.
The Johnny
and it's
Depp one.
fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Jim Jarmusch.
It's a quote unquote Western.
It is a western.
It's a period piece. It's not a Western.
It's a western.
Nah.
Oh boy. The can of worms has been opened, ladies and gentlemen. The gauntlet has been thrown down.
I can see his face. Too.
My favorite
Who wants to argue?
character about My favorite character in this movie is played by the same guy who plays like the big villain in The Crow. You know, the
Oh
guy with
yeah,
the
the former soap
deep,
opera actor
gravelly
guy.
voice.
Yeah. He's awesome. I love that
And
guy.
he plays such a cocky dickhead in this, and it's so hilarious. He gets like the best freaking lines. Also, Iggy Pop plays a role in this.
Also
And
in
he's
the
also
sequel to The
hilarious.
Crow.
Iggy Pop is awesome in that, by the way. I like Iggy Pop.
Yeah.
Iggy Pop's great in everything, to be fair. But look, it's not a bad movie. I just didn't like it.
What does this tattoo look like to you? A couple of birds. Does it look like two demons? It looks like a couple of birds. Fuck!
I have to release, and I'm probably just going to stick with that for now. For now.
Oh, in Dead Man, he plays like a cross-dressing animal or something. There's some pretty weird stuff going on in that movie.
Nice.
He's trying very hard to be El Topo. In many ways.
Wow. Brandon has like serious cultured dislike of that film.
Oh, me and Justin actually watched it together.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad movie. It just
Yeah, he doesn't hate it. He just
Doesn't
we didn't like it.
doesn't like it. Yeah.
Cool.
Jim
All
Jarmusch is an amazing director. So, like, just watching some films is worth your time.
Was that the last one, Steph?
Yep.
Alright. Eric! Garbage gamer!
Got some stuff.
Some stuff.
Got a new PS2 controller.
Yay!
All nice and shiny. Paid
Ooh.
$10 for it.
Oh, it has like bumpy
Oh,
analog sticks.
I put those on
Okay, cool.
because
A little more grippy.
Yeah, because the old ones, the old PS2 has that kind of like plastic bumpiness
Oh.
on top of it.
That's
And-
true. Yeah, it does.
For me, it that slides right off my thumbs
It has a little bit of a different feel, yeah.
because I work with receipts all day and my thumbs are amazingly smooth. So, so I need a little bit of extra grip.
I can never be identified.
Yeah, I'm like one of the agents in Men in Black.
We think he
so,
works at an IKEA, but really.
What happened?
So picked up Angels and Demons,
Ah.
theatrical and extended edition. They had this and just the one without the theatrical and extended edition for the same price.
Well, what the fuck? Get more
Well,
for your
I
money.
wonder.
There you go.
Yeah.
This was $5.99, by the way.
Wow. Good price.
So yeah, I love this movie. I wanted to find that. I don't have the Da Vinci Code.
I have not seen any of those,
These are fantastic
nor
movies.
have I read the books.
Fun mystery movies. Finally, this is a anime reacquisition.
Ah.
This is the limited edition of. I mentioned this one before, of Yukikaze.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've got the first two volumes of that.
The one with the airplanes, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
Yeah.
It's the very similar to Robotech.
It did like it was a 5-episode OVA, I think.
So this is volume 1 called Danger Zone.
Yeah.
And what's cool is this 2-disc set comes with Yukikaze and the limited edition Yukikaze of Boomerang SQ.
Mm.
And it also comes I had this set before, and this was not included with it, and I'm glad this has it. Is the patch.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah, I
it
don't
has
think mine has that.
the SQ patch that came with it. I was surprised I opened it up and it like fell out of the case. I'm like, oh, there it is.
Yeah, sweet.
So yeah, this, you know how much this was in this condition with the patch? $2.99.
Wow.
Cool.
That's pretty sweet.
So yeah, and if you've never seen this and you like stuff like Robotech,
Yeah.
you need to see this.
That's why I
It's a
wanted it, because
fantastic anime.
just looking at it, I thought, yeah, that looks like something I would really dig. So
When I had
kind of reminded me of Macross Plus.
the DVD
Yeah, a lot
rental
like
service of Netflix, they kept recommending that to me.
Nice. Started watching a fan sub of Macross 7, by the way, which is a direct sequel to the original Macross, and puts the movie Do You Remember Love kind of into the official continuity as...
Oh, beautiful.
Well, what it is it basically say it was a movie that dramatized the actual events. So characters in the show talk about going to see that movie.
Oh, that's
Which I thought was a clever way to do it, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool, but it's weird.
Yeah.
But
so that way they can make things non-canonical in that without invalidating the movie too.
Exactly.
That's cool.
see, I used to have the second edition of this, I'm sad. I don't know what happened to it. I don't remember getting rid of it, but it's just lost to time.
Huh.
I don't remember. I
That
got it
happens
so many years
sometimes.
ago.
Things mysteriously disappear.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I used to have that it's probably in a box over there somewhere, but I haven't seen it in like 10 years. So.
It's called Yukikaze.
Mystic. Yeah, Yukikaze, right there.
There you go.
This is the box. This is the Platinum Edition. It's the same. It's from Bandai, yeah. So it's the same people who put out the very similar like Anime Legend sets.
Yeah.
So it's the same kind of quality.
Yeah, that's the exact same edition I have. I got that and the second volume. There was a third volume which had the last 2 episodes. I don't have that one.
So yeah, and also these are, like I said, I got this for like $3. These are ridiculously cheap.
Yeah, I think I got it from a YouTube viewer. Actually, was clearing out a bunch of stuff from his collection, and he just sent me a list. So I thought you might be interested in these. Just let me know which ones you want. I'm like, okay. And
that's what I want.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I saw Yukikaze on there. I was like, yeah, I'll take those Yukikazes off you.
Wasn't there like a bunch of anime porn in that box too?
No, that was a different package.
Okay. Anyway, I'm thinking something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one that you mentioned, you started watching Macross 7.
Porn.
And a few months ago, I started watching Gundam 08 MS Team.
Oh, okay. That's one of the miniseries.
Yeah. That's a weird one.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's almost like this guerrilla, like it takes place mostly in the jungle, I think, doesn't it? Something like that?
Yeah, they kind of expect you to have, like, watched previous Gundam. Like grunge Gundam is what I kind of call it.
Grungedom.
Because there's like Gundam Wing that's very fanciful, stuff like that.
Yeah,
then there's like Gundam that's like in war. It's like watching Saving Private Ryan.
8th MS Team is actually part of the Universal Century timeline. So if you're gonna, in terms of stuff you maybe have expected to watch previously, just the first one, like the original Gundam series.
Yeah, because I had not watched the first.
Yeah.
They were referencing things that I didn't know what they were.
Oh, okay.
They were saying, "Oh, it was just like this guy." Well, I'm like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
Yeah, it definitely helps to see the first one. It gives you a good foundation for pretty much everything Gundam that follows.
Yeah, that's another one also that's really cheap on DVD, by the way, because it's a short series.
It's on Blu-ray now too.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
Last time I looked, it was only on DVD.
I'm pretty sure it's on Blu-ray now.
So.
Yeah, I think all the old ones are now.
Picked up some PS2 games. PS2, and I didn't pay more than $5.99 for any of these.
Good.
So here we have Dragon Ball Z Budokai.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Original Budokai.
I remember those. Yeah.
So this goes with my Budokai 2 that I have over there. Now this one, because I have actually only played the Xbox version of this, and I had a lot of fun with it. That is Enter the Matrix.
Ah, yes, I have that one.
This is it's just fun, a fun button.
I believe that's also one of the only PS2 games that you can play in like 1080i or whatever.
Yeah, it's got a weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah, something like that.
Looks very good, even
like
on high definition.
Progressive or something.
Yeah, if you got component cables for your PS2, you can bump it to 1080i.
I do, and I have that game, and I have a high def TV.
I gotta say, PS2 looks pretty good on high def.
I'm sure.
If you have
it does actually.
But that's an interesting one because that's the one that ties directly into Matrix Reloaded. Like
it does.
It is a full-on side story with characters from the movie in the game, and it actually is considered canon to the movie.
Yeah, because this came out before Revolutions.
Yes, it was like in between the two.
Yeah, and it even mentions on the back of the box, in the war to save Zion.
Yeah.
So it's like, spoiler! I'm sorry. And this one, I remember playing, again, the Xbox version of this a long time ago with a friend of mine in high school. And, it was so much fun. We got so far in the game. Because it was just a fantastic beat-em-up, and we were a fan of the Mortal Kombat series.
Ah, okay.
So this is Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks.
Nice.
This is we really only play as these two characters.
Right.
Which is
the only two Shaolin monks.
Liu Kang and Kun Lao. Yeah, the only Shaolin monks in the game.
Yes.
Kind of makes sense. But it literally it puts all the moves in a 3D beat 'em up game.
Nice.
You know, it's like fucking Streets of Rage or Final Fight or anything like that, except you're playing Mortal Kombat characters.
Excuse me.
And as you're playing along, you'll unlock fatalities. And you can do, all the popular fatalities. My personal favorite being the Buzzsaw fatality from Kun Lao,
Yeah.
where he takes it, punches the guy, and then he spins his hat to where it sticks in the ground and starts rotating, and he pulls the guy through his rotating hat.
Oh, nice.
Dick first, just
Of course.
just like that, just. So yeah, this is a very underrated beat 'em up game for the PS2. Highly recommended.
Sounds
A lot
like
of fun. A lot of fun. And that's it.
Awesome.
That's all of it.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah,
Some
all
good,
this was about and the controller is about $40
Nice.
for all of it. So
Really, when I need to shop with you guys.
you need to come have a visit to our half price books.
There you go. So, Cass, what are all of your pickups this week?
Any trash cans?
I have a lamp.
Lamp!
Excellent.
You have more than one lamp?
I love lamp.
We expect you to buy everything in multiples. We're going to turn you to, like...
Guys, I have a system. These lamps each light different corners of the room.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying. I even bought these different plug bars just because they all
It's
different
gonna
colors.
be on Cass's gravestone. I have a system.
Yeah. You need
It's
to-
gonna
we
work.
need to-
Oh shit!
There needs to be a shirt with Cass holding two trash cans that says "I have a system." That's Cass's shirt. He's never gonna live it down.
This lamp smash. Yeah, I have to get another one.
Oh god! And there's two trash cans sitting
This
next.
is why I usually buy 6 of everything. Because I tend to break at least 3. Alright. Skinslip, what'd you get?
Oh, I thought Cass actually had pickups. What the fuck?
No,
No, I actually don't.
no, he's
Okay.
just fiddling with
Have a
stuff,
lamp.
something off
One second,
camera.
let me hear it.
I'm unpacking my laptop then.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with the toys first, since nobody gives a fuck about the toys. I got a box from Stout Man, and it starts with toys and movies, and so I'll do the toys first.
Okay.
First
I like
up,
toys.
bootleg Brachiosaurus of some sort.
Nice.
Some sort of, this is an old school raptor. I've seen this figure before, but this is a bootleg of whatever original that figure. I don't know if we made either of those originally. No maker's mark on purple Stegosaurus thing. Whoop!
Whoa,
I
I like
have
that purple Stegosaurus.
no idea about this. I think a Brontosaurus before it became two different things that aren't.
Or possibly a Diplodocus.
Well, this was a Brontosaurus back. A Brachiosaurus? Which one is the one that doesn't exist anymore? Brontosaurus, right?
Brontosaurus is the one you're thinking of, yeah.
Yeah, like it was like this thing, but it's actually like the head of one thing and the body of another. So I guess one of them's still a Brontosaurus, but the other one's not.
Brachiosaurus is very similar, but the distinctive thing about that is it has like a bone that protrudes from the top of its head.
This one's weirdly constructed,
That is kind of strange.
Yeah.
Just
but there's no maker's mark on any of them.
weird.
This at first I'm like, okay, looks like a Jurassic Park dino, right? It's
Yeah.
some sort of T-Rex, but this might actually be a Lanyard Toys. Though would it probably say Lanyard Toys on it? A Lanyard Toys, or maybe Discovery Channel toys when they had like a bunch of toys.
Oh yeah.
They had like
yeah.
realistically colored dinos like this that were kind of vaguely Jurassic Parky
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
in the early 2000s. So I don't know who made this either.
There's
I'd
no
like to
marks
find-
on them.
I'm sorry. Yeah, this is China, just China.
Oh.
So I know it's made sometime in the 80s.
Yeah.
Because before that, there's a few of them, like, this one might actually be a 70s or a 60s one, because it's not marked anything. Because they have to mark where it comes from now.
Yeah.
So it has to
Oh,
say
I see.
China. This says nothing. It looks pretty old. It's a pretty sturdy construction. This is like a different material. This is actually a hollow piece
Okay.
instead of a solid rubber piece like you'd see now.
Interesting.
So I'm assuming this is a vintage piece of some sort.
Nice.
But I don't know. If anyone has any idea, let me know. We got this. This looks like it's a knockoff of an Imperial T-Rex. No Imperial mark, so.
Mhm.
This is a Schleich toy, I think. I don't know. This is some company. It says it's got the name Parasaurolophus or whatever, however you say it. Parasaurolophus. I'm sorry to anyone who knows how to say that properly. No maker's mark. No idea who makes that either. So if anyone has any idea about any of these dinos, I'll be making a video on my channel at some point about them. When I get a few more. I've got a few more like packages to consolidate, so I'm gonna do a bigger video about all the pieces I have so far, as opposed to having, and then I'll do smaller updates from there out.
Nice.
All right, now we get to the movies Stabman sent me.
Yay, movies!
You'll recognize this from one of those updates. It's the Road to Red Rocks. I had said I was interested in it, and you decided just to send it to me for free. So thank you, Stabman.
Yay!
Because it's actually like $30 or something like that.
Nice.
It's not cheap. It's more than I would have paid for it. Oh, I have a question. Make sure to stream my show. What are you talking about, Mystic? You talking about the show yesterday? We didn't stream yesterday. We just recorded it. Anyway, next, he did an order from Disney Movie Club, and I picked a few titles up. So he couldn't pick enough for his like deal or whatever. So I got Saludos Amigos and Three Caballeros.
Nice.
And I got the movie only I love, Mighty Joe Young. I love my King Kongs, damn it.
Is that a remake? That's a remake, isn't it?
It is a remake.
Okay.
I remember when I first, even when I was little, I felt there was something odd about that movie I didn't really like.
I really like the effects of the movie more than anything else.
Yeah.
Next, we got The Hidden, which, sorry.
Oh!
First of all, let me
God damn it.
preface this one.
Cock tease.
Stabman did an order from Warner Archive, and I said, man, I wish I could afford it because they had a sale. Like, hey, I'll grab you a few extra titles. I'm like, sweet, awesome. Actually, I think I asked if you grab me a couple extra titles or whatever. Anyway, so
it was a situation where there was only one thing I wanted, and it was a 4 for $44. So
oh right,
it was like, hey, do you want any of these?
The answer is fuck yes, I do. I paid him. I paid him for the Disney ones too. Anyway, or I will be paying for the Disney ones. I think I still owe him money. It's written on my. I write this shit down because I forget.
Yes, you do, but it's
this is why I write it down, because I will forget. I always write it down. Anyway, so yeah, The Hidden. I've never seen this.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so good.
See it. I've seen the trailer. I know about it.
That was a favorite of mine when it came out. I watched it quite a few times. That was the one that kind of put Kyle MacLachlan on the map for me too.
Yeah, I have no idea what to expect.
Really fun movie, a little bit tongue-in-cheek. I liked it a lot. That's one I really want to get, actually. There was apparently a sequel. Apparently, don't bother.
Okay. Anyway. And then I got The Green Slime. The Green Slime! Sorry.
Ah, yes.
This is a freaking Kenji Fukasaku classic.
It's another
piece
one I need to get.
Tokusatsu. It takes place on like this planet with this weird creature. It's not really a slime. I don't know why it's called green slime, really. I never knew why it's called green slime. I think they're called slugs or something, but anyway. And then the U.S. has a really jazzy theme song. It's pretty cool. And then the last one I picked up from that because it was 4 for 44, and he only won one title. I got the Ballad of Cable Hogue, which, by the way, if you have this on DVD, keep your DVD because there's a Peck and Paw documentary that didn't make it to the Blu-ray.
Ah.
This is a wonderful film. I wrote a paper in film school about this. This is about Cable Hogue, who is played by Jason Robards, and he is an outsider in the Wild West because it is the end of the Wild West. So he and his comrades have robbed a bank or a stagecoach or something. They robbed something, and they're out in the desert, and his friends basically betray him. And he's wandering through the desert, and he says, God, I'll be good if you spare me my life. And he finds a watering hole. And he decides to open a inn/bar/watering hole place there, so people can come and they can charge them to use his water. And there's no way station in the middle of this desert, so he now makes a way station, right? It blossoms, but the point is the character, he's like trying to fit into a changing world. He lives in the West in a world in which is vastly becoming industrialized, and so. This is such a wonderful fucking movie. Anyways, it's a very common theme in Peck and Paw films of a character who's anachronistic in the world that he lives in. He's a character. He's a gangster, like what is it, Getaway, where he's like a violent guy, like in a world that's becoming less and less violent, and he's less needed. You know, same with the Wild Bunch is pretty much the epitome of that. Anyway, mini review over. Excellent movie. Everyone should watch it. It's one of my favorites.
Get it.
Next, Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle. I haven't watched it yet. and I didn't pay money for it. It was given to me.
Nice.
Next, I did my Arrow order, which is why I've been so fucking broke. Because I spent a bunch of money on Arrow. I had $100 and I spent it. I got Maniac Cop. I've never seen it.
Nice. I think that's the one with Bruce Campbell, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I have seen that.
The
I don't
Larry
remember
Cohen
anything
film?
about it, but I remember seeing it like a million years ago.
Think it's the Larry Cohen film? Yeah, it's a Larry Cohen film. It was written by someone with a note. Also, I can't remember. Anyway, next I got the Slayer.
The Slayer.
That's a different cover. This is actually the home video cover that I remember the most, so I flipped it.
Nice.
Then we got Cops vs. Thugs.
Hmm?
Well, Japanese film from the 70s. And another Japanese film from the 70s, Doberman Cop. And another film from the 70s, Wolf Guy. Not actually about a werewolf, about a guy who's very wolf-like.
Oh, okay.
Demeanor. Next, I haven't seen any of these, by the way. None of these. Except for, actually, I take it back. I've seen this one, but I don't remember it, so it doesn't matter. I got Black Sunday, finally.
Some Bava.
Then I got
Mario
Black
Bava.
Sabbath.
Nice.
And I got Bay of Blood, which this is the bloodbath. I like this cover a lot better. So
That's pretty awesome.
that's it. That's everything. Big
Nice.
call.
Some good stuff there, folks. Well, I actually have three. I have three pickups.
All right.
So I'll show you. I'll show you the movies first. Actually, I have one book, which I'll show you after.
Okay.
Not too much. I just actually swung by Best Buy today and just picked up a couple of things. That one that just came out and one I've been putting off and thought I should stop putting it off. So first off, I picked up the Maze Runner, the Death Cure, or Maze Runner Death Cure, which is the third of the trilogy. So this finishes it off, basically.
I've heard really good things about that. I just haven't seen it
I
yet.
really enjoyed the first two, so I'm actually looking forward to this. Interesting little side story. This was actually supposed to come out about a year ago, but the lead actor actually suffered a really horrible injury on the set, and they actually postponed production for him to get better rather than recast him, which I thought was pretty awesome. So we had to wait a year, but we got, we now have consistency throughout the trilogy with nobody being recast, which is good. Especially since he was the lead, and he was one of the big draws as well, because he's apparently the star of the Teen Wolf series, and he was one of the sort of marquee names for the tween crowd. And then picked up, I still got to watch the previous few movies in this cinematic universe, but thought I should at least get the latest one so I can marathon them all eventually. Picked up Justice League 3D edition. See, DC's still doing 3D. The fuck, Marvel?
I have
Come
that.
on. Huh?
I have that movie.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, they look pretty good on the cover, Gotta say, Wonder Woman does look awesome. Like, that's definitely the right color scheme there. And Superman, I thought he was dead. Spoiler, Blu-ray cover. Yeah. I don't know, for some reason I think Superman should have had a mustache in this. I think he would look really good with a mustache. So, yeah. Anyway, looking forward to checking that out eventually. And then finally, a book, one that I've actually been wanting for a very long time. It is a graphic novel. Some of you will know that I love the movie that was based on this graphic novel. We have Raymond Briggs' When the Wind Blows.
Oh, God, that movie is so sad.
So this is the original graphic novel that he did.
Oh, great.
Which,
I'm gonna cry all over again.
Which it was based on. And just from what I've flipped through, the movie is basically a verbatim adaptation of the graphic novel, like almost word for word.
More crying.
It's so good. Yeah, so I've actually been wanting to read the original graphic novel forever, and now I finally can. So it was actually Annetta had picked this up, and then she needed money and offered to sell it to me for like $20, and I was like, yeah, you know what? Sure, why not? I would love to have that, and I know it's probably not worth what you're asking for, but whatever. I'm nice, I'll help out.
Sucker!
So that was that.
Sorry. Had to.
But and I think it's the first edition, too. It's not like in mint condition or anything, but it's just cool to have.
Things don't have to be mint condition, they just have to be loved.
That's right. Well, it will be loved.
I know
So that's it. That's all I got. Basically, most of my money's still going towards food and just general things that I actually need.
I actually didn't buy anything this week. That's all shit that I had already gotten came in.
I've been buying so little. Like, I actually have Amazon gift card money that is just sitting there. I still haven't actually. I usually spend it as soon as I get it, but
What the fuck's wrong with you?
I'm just like, I don't know.
Wow, you really are depressed.
Yeah, I am. I've actually been really bummed out lately. So
Well,
not
you
even
don't want to spend anything.
not even buying things that I want makes
That's
me
the only
feel
thing
better.
in the world I want right now. I would just need $1 million, like quick.
Yeah.
I just looked up the version of the graphic novel there, actually, and on Amazon, it's Amazon, so a little bit more higher price than usual. But even like the lowest price option is $21.38. So that's
Really?
not a bad deal that you got. Yeah.
Actually, okay, I actually got a good deal. Well, good.
That's based on
The
Amazon.
reprintings go for like $10, but that's one of the original printings, so it's a little bit more.
I can see, actually, it should say. Yeah, the Guardian says, a devastating black comedy. Yeah, definitely devastating. It will destroy you.
Yeah, dude, they're like $24 on Amazon, on eBay too. Unless you want to buy them, they're pretty cheap from the UK, but then you got to spend $13 to ship it, so not really that cheap.
It is it was first published by Hamish Hamilton Limited in 1982. First published Penguin Books 1983. So I guess this is the first Penguin Books edition.
Yeah, I'm seeing some of the. I've seen a really beat up one on eBay going for $40.
Wow.
Yeah, they're going for between $22 and $40. For some ones that are cheaper. There are a few cheaper ones that are really beat up, $12, $15, but
it's a beautiful book. It's interesting too because it's actually slightly larger than regular graphic novel size, like the page sizes.
That might be it because I guarantee you the reprintings aren't that big. I guarantee.
Oh
no, they're not. They're smaller.
A runaway bestseller in hardback, soon to be a major film.
Wow, that's an actual vintage copy too.
That is an old one.
Like, there's a one copy on eBay with that picture that's $5, and I'm like, I bet you that's the reprint.
Probably.
The stock picture. And if it's not, I bet it's beat up, and if it's not, what?
Sometimes some sellers just do sell things cheap.
Yeah, Justin said a few times he's bought things that say that they're reused, but they're actually brand new.
Yeah, I've had a few things. Actually, what was it that Halloween 25 Years of Terror documentary said that it was used, but included the slipcover. So I got it, and it was it included the slipcover, but inside it was factory sealed. So it had all the contents and everything. Like, it even had the little mini comic that came with it. Like, it had everything. It was great.
Right, and guys, don't forget, you need to have the sticker on the front to be complete. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
But no,
I ripped that thing up as soon as I got it, just to spite Skinslip. I'm not like.
But no, the one with the slipcover has a bonus disc. That's why we're both the ones who I got that too. But,
yeah.
I inspired you to get it. You can get it pretty cheap still, like for the single disc, but the double disc one is harder to find.
It had a bonus disc. Well, there was a few things I wanted specifically. Obviously, I wanted the bonus disc. I wanted ideally to have the inserts, including the comic, and the slipcover. And I just really lucked out with that one. I don't think it was even that. I think it was like maybe $30, which was ridiculously cheap for that edition, and in that condition. So.
Only the bonus disc only came with the slipcover. So if yours doesn't have a slipcover, but you have the bonus disc, means someone took the slipcover before you got it, or it was damaged or something, and someone threw it away.
Yeah.
The comic book was produced for a short while afterwards, I'm guessing, because I've seen a few single disc copies with it in there. So.
Oh yeah.
But not everyone. Now when you get them new, that's just a disc. There you go. Enjoy your documentary. La 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 la.
So I just saw there was some other comments on that thread we've been enjoying all evening.
Oh, good.
Oh, look, Skinslip responded to Stoudman's comment.
With it wasn't even the comment. I chose the wrong gift, by the way. I have a different did not read if I wanted to post.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
But
That's a good.
Boogie, and I was like, yeah, whatever. It's Boogie.
It's Boogie. Everybody loves Boogie.
Did not read.
Boogie is good people.
Yes, we hope.
Or he's a really good actor and has fooled us all.
We only know him this much. I love Boogie from about this much as I know him, where he puts on that, and maybe a little bit more than like most people, because he's pretty open. I get the sense he's a good person, but people said the same thing about a lot of terrible people. So I'm just saying, like, as far as we know, he's a good person. He seems like it. I hope he is.
See, now this is nice. There's someone who seems to have discovered my videos through the Star Wars Rant video, and is now going through all my Doctor Who videos and leaving nice comments. So, thank you. Welcome to the party. Hope you enjoy.
Nice. Mystic asked me about my chair. I got the chair a couple weeks ago. I got it from massdrop.com. Yeah.
It looks kind of similar to PewDiePie's chair. You know, the one he's always hawking?
Yeah, it's basically just another gaming chair. Most of them are pretty similar, but yeah.
Yeah.
This one is normally $340 something or whatever.
Is it one of those ones where you can like lean way back? Oh,
Yeah.
Sort of.
I don't like doing it, but yeah, I can go back farther. I can't
Nice.
go back
Okay. So
I
that's
can go
very...
all the way back because I've got the stack of Lego behind me.
Oh yeah. Because I know, yeah, that's very similar to the one he's always talking about too. He got some kind of affiliate deal, I think, with some chair making company, so he's always like pushing it on his videos. Like,
He probably does. Like
can you do this on your chair? And it's only $399.
Yeah, it's probably a DX. Yeah, it's like a yes. This is a like the DX Racer chairs. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
But it's a racing chair. It's by Rozzy.
Looks nice. I like it.
They make I guess part of the mechanism that allows you to lift the height and change the tilt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the whole bottom mechanism
Yeah.
is all broken,
Oh.
and they offer to replace it, and I'm just lazy because it's like it's a perfect height.
No.
I'm thinking I'm just gonna stick with it for now, but I should probably just get a replacement unit. I'm lazy.
It's nice. I like it.
Not their fault. They responded immediately. I'm just lazy about giving my fucking information.
Yeah, leans back on chair, falls, and breaks it. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
My luck, that's what would happen.
That wouldn't happen with this. I've gone all the way back, but like I said, I whack into the fucking. If I go, hold on, and then there's the wall. This is touching the wall now.
Oh, yeah.
If I did it the other way, I could probably go back farther. I'm just lazy.
So
And
basically, for gamers who really just don't want to leave their
But
playing area, you can literally just lean back and fall asleep in your chair.
but if you look, how my left shoulder is so much lower. I'm sitting, by the way, on my butt, square.
Uh-huh.
This is my scoliosis. You see how this one's way higher than this one?
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm like pinched in the middle. So this was actually helped made me very aware of my posture, and I've been trying to like force myself to sit like straight.
Yeah.
Hard.
Hard.
Yeah,
When you,
it's really hard.
Because you basically spend how long sort of shaping...
My whole life.
Shaping your body into the wrong shape.
Well,
Now
it's
you're trying to
because
unshape it back the other way.
I'm forcing myself to sit like this, but it's really uncomfortable and it hurts.
Yeah.
Because I'm forcing my back. I'm hoping maybe it'll help promote not being so curved.
I'm
but I
sure
don't
it
know.
will. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole...
Maybe.
Like, I have terrible
That's
posture. Like,
science.
and my chair is not conducive to
Anyway.
good posture.
It's normally about $330. But I went through a group buy site called MassDrop,
Okay.
which I could drop my link here if you're interested. It's an affiliate link. You have to be invited, I think, to join it. But yeah, I got it for $160. Like I had budgeted $300 for a chair, and I found a chair for like less. I was like, oh, which is the only reason, by the way, I was able to buy anything from the Aero sale was because I spent less on the chair than I was budgeting for, because the stars aligned at the time. I had enough money to buy a chair, and I found an even cheaper chair than I had been saving up for. Because I was going to get a DX Racer, like the baseline DX Racer is about $300.
See, this is always interesting to me. Duncan was just saying, I discovered you. He also discovered me through a rant video all those years ago. I went through all my videos to memories. He says, I think it was Z's Laserdisc, the format no one respects rant for me. And the Matt's Funhouse says, I found Z with his Watchmen videos. Yeah.
I found you from your Filmation Library video.
Yes, good one.
Or it's one of your cartoon videos. Maybe a Transformers. No, you know what? Maybe been your. I may have been looking at buying the fucking Matrix of Leadership set, which I never did, of course. I'm an asshole. I think I found you through that actually, but I did watch all your videos at that point. I found your website that existed at the time, and I just went through the whole fucking thing and watched every damn video.
The catalog of Z.
I knew nothing about his videos until he showed them to me on Stickam. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Remember Stickam?
Which ones? Sorry, what was it, Stout?
I'm saying I didn't even know about your YouTube channel until you came into it, you know.
Oh yeah, I remember. I remember some bits of our early chats. It was, I think, in the YouTube, just the YouTube chat. So I went in there and said, I'll see what other YouTubers are there. And sometimes at the time, YouTube famous people would come in and hang out in the chat. Like, I remember being in one where Renetto came in and hung out for a while, and we had a lot of fun. And Bowie
nobody knows who Renetto is.
No, I know. He was the self-proclaimed king of YouTube at the time, and that lasted about 6 months. And then Bowie Chick, you remember Bowie Chick? I remember she used to do Stickam quite a bit, and I think she came into the YouTube chat once in a while, or mostly just did her own streams, though, I think. Winecone came in a few times, I remember.
Mystery Guitar Man was another one.
Mystery Guitar Man, yeah, I remember him.
Tony is fucking hilarious.
Actually, there's people that are now, they've dropped their personas, and I'm just friends with them on Facebook as who they really are.
Yeah.
One of them was Digital Soul.
Digital Soul, yeah, he's awesome. I really liked him a lot.
Guys, Digital Soul here to go. Psh.
Yeah, I think I discovered him through you, actually. He said, "You guys check out this Digital Soul guy." It's like, okay.
We used to hang out in chat for a while.
But I still see him around in the just on, like, he's friends with a few people I know on Facebook, and I see him just kind of chatting and stuff. But I liked him because I related to a lot of the stuff he talked about in his videos because we were very similar ages. So I always really enjoyed his just sort of little philosophical takes on life and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, a lot of, at the time, very famous YouTubers came through that chat.
I remember Philip DeFranco pretty much started in the YouTube chat. And
as I understand, he's become a bit better.
Not as much of a douchebag.
Yeah, he's not much of a douchebag.
Yeah.
That's what I understand, at least. That's what people say.
Okay. Well.
Say. So it's like, well, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It's been long enough that I'm like, it's stupid to fucking hold a grudge at this point. But
nah.
What I will say is that, like, for those who don't know, Mystery Guitar Man was the guy who came up with his original jingle, the Sexy Phil.
Oh, the Sexy Phil one, yeah.
Jingle. And that got him. I feel like that was a big part of his channel at first. Not maybe a huge part, but
yeah.
I feel like that was one of the things that drew people in originally, back when, you know, theme songs actually had some kind of an impact on YouTube videos, and they don't anymore.
Yeah.
But he never credited Mystery Guitar Man for that.
Really?
He never paid Mystery Guitar Man for that.
Fuck's sake.
And it's just like,
on the plus side,
this is why I like.
Yeah.
Even though I'm like, let the bygones be bygones. It's like,
I would have had that in every single fucking video. If somebody made a theme song for me, they would get credit in every single video I use it in. You know, it might not be an on-screen credit; it might only be in the description, but they'd still get some kind of credit, some kind of acknowledgement. I mean,
the guys need to remember that Philip DeFranco, for however you see him now, he was the guy who came up with the idea of fake ass thumbnails to draw people in.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the big reasons why YouTube started making all these rules about what you can and can't do with your thumbnails.
Yeah, no
because
misleading thumbnails.
It was abusing the system.
Yeah.
He created the idea of abusing that system.
He was the
Yeah.
OG abuser. Yeah, he was the one
He
that
may
would
not
have,
be that bad of a person
like,
now,
his
but
video
he
would be
has
about.
apparently admitted on video now that he was a douchebag. He himself has called like his older self a douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh yeah,
it's hard to forgive it.
yeah. He was one of those people that his video would be about his new car or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and the thumbnail for his picture for that video would be just like a giant pair of fucking tits.
Yes.
Mhm.
Lots of boobs in his thumbnails.
This is like, wow, that has literally nothing to do with your video. Literally nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like all those news blooper ones. They always have like some hot like news anchor that doesn't appear in the video at all.
I think
Yeah,
I think it was Leah actually did a video on that subject about people using fake thumbnails. So she just did something big spiel about people being fake on YouTube, and the thumbnail was like a pair of cartoon boobs. And then she gets like the last 5 seconds of the video, and she's just like, "Oh look, the thumbnail." And it's just like the little picture of cartoon boobs just appears for like a second at the bottom and then disappears. It's like, oh look, the thumbnail.
That just reminds me, Eric, of your favorite Budweiser ad, the High Life.
Oh yeah, it was a Miller ad.
Or Miller, that's what it was.
Yeah, it's just this black guy sitting in a warehouse and he just goes, "High life," and that's it.
It was during the Super Bowl. It was literally their 1 second commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all they could afford.
We're mentioning old YouTubers who are long since not around anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a really old one that probably I don't think some of you guys might not even know. It was a really, really old guy. His name is Geriatric.
Yes!
I remember him.
Okay.
You remember his philosophical videos that he used to do?
Mm-hmm.
His videos, I guarantee you, they're still on YouTube.
Probably.
It was like Geriatric 1926, I think.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah.
There's also Zen Archer. You guys ever remember
Zen
Zen
Archer. Yeah, I remember Zen.
Yeah.
Does
He was a
Brandon
super
Hardesty
nice guy.
do anything?
I remember, actually, yeah, his video YouTube Rights, I think, was one of the first ones that got like widely featured.
Yeah, I think it might have been, yeah.
Talking about like how posting was a privilege, not a right, and that's
Oh, do you guys remember Mad V?
no.
Apparently not. Mad V, because this is before the whole anonymous thing. Mad V was a guy who would do these short little videos, usually of him doing some kind of magic trick set to music, and he would wear like the V for Vendetta Guy Fawkes mask.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, you remember now.
Yeah. I never remembered his channel name.
It was Mad V. Yeah, I remember.
Mad V.
No, I chatted with him a few times. Never saw his face, of course, but no, super nice guy. Just all about doing fun things with magic and video and art, basically. And he liked to involve people. Like, he did a few sort of collabs where he just kind of put out, hey, send me a message about whatever, and I'll do a compilation video. And so he would do stuff like that, like involve the YouTube community, which was really cool. But he just kind of disappeared after a while.
What was the one? It was like, it was like Canuck Tunes.
Connections? He's still.
Is he still doing?
messages me.
Does he still do things with hand puppets?
I don't think he still does YouTube videos, but he still messages me.
He used to be in the YouTube chat, and you'd never see him. All you would see is a random hand puppet that he would have.
As it should be. Wait, what?
Yes.
He's a pretty cool guy.
Okay, so Mad V is
A little creepy sometimes.
his page is still on YouTube. There was a video which had basically the idea was to put a message on your hand, and then he would put do a compilation of all of them and set it to music. So those are on there, and my hand is in one of them. I did one, and he's got a bunch of his music. It says he only has 6 videos, but he's got Mad V Backup. Okay, he's got a second channel of his magic tricks. Yeah, the magic tricks are fun.
Speaking of old YouTubers, do you want to tell them what you found out last week?
So if you want to check out illusions.
One of your videos.
What? Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. Let me just post this in
Who else
here.
are we gonna name drop this episode? I mean, what?
Yeah. I didn't even notice this. I'm going to actually find the things. There's Mad V if you guys want to check it out. His videos are really short, just like under 30 seconds, just little illusions and stuff. Really fun, but I always really liked his stuff. Yeah, let me find the one here. I'm not going to be able to... It doesn't let me... Fuck. Yeah, hold on a second. I'll find it and then I'll show you. So, you guys may remember many, many moons ago when I had my little moment of fame where Super Mega Transform X was featured on the front page of YouTube. And, let me just show you something here.
That's a bunch of old guys reminiscing about the old days. Don't mind us. Move along, folks. Move along.
Somebody came into one of my streams the other day and mentioned something to me about the comments, specifically of the one that got all the major views.
We were talking about it last week, I thought, weren't we? Or no, we were talking about it on Twitch. That's what it was.
It was on one of the Twitch streams. Yeah, hold on a second.
I think that was me that mentioned.
So, hang on. If I go to the actual page here, come on, pause. There we go. Come on. Yeah, here we go. So, okay, so here's where is it? Yeah, here's the video. Okay, Super Mega Transform, strapping young me from 12 years ago. I still had most of my hair. And if we scroll down to the comments from 10 years ago, Jack's Films left a comment.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
And he said, "Nice editing."
It's actually really cool.
I had no idea who it was at the time. I don't think he had made it big yet, so he was just some guy.
Yeah.
Okay, Jack, you go and do your little films now. Thank you. But yeah, so of course now I've actually been, subscribed to him for ages, and I really like his stuff. I think he's really funny. But yeah, so kind of cool. It's always nice to be recognized by those who you may be a fan of or whose work you enjoy. So
10 years ago, at least, but still.
Well, 10 years ago, yeah. So what goes around comes around. 10 years ago, Jack saw my video and enjoyed it and left a comment. And now,
Never
10 years later,
any of your other videos.
I watch some of his videos sometimes and enjoy them. So
I watched a video of his for the first time in like a few years. And I was like, I remember this was funny.
I love the ones
where... yeah, he's funny. I forgot about that. I don't remember why I unsubscribed. But
he is. It's hilarious. I love the ones where he reads the comments with horrible grammar.
The best.
The Your Grammar Sucks series. I've watched quite a few of those. And then there's certain ones he'll do, or sometimes he'll just read them, but other times he'll like enact them with friends, and they'll do like a little skit based around the horrible grammar comments, as if it's dialogue being spoken between several characters. It's quite funny.
I always really liked his one, the parody of the what the hell was it? The ShamWow.
The ShamWow?
Yeah, the Jesus Christ sponge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's I watched it with a friend of mine back in Edmonton, and we quoted it like for months after.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Like, well, because basically what he did was he pretty much took all the footage from the actual ShamWow infomercial with the Vince guy.
Oh, okay, yeah, Vince.
And just like dubbed his own dialogue over it.
Oh, okay.
And did like a bunch of trick editing. Like, he's like talking about all the different things. He was like, "Wipe your boat," and then like eventually he like reverses the same thing, "Wipe your other boat." And like he intercuts like footage of him like with his friends and stuff too, kind of in it as well. So it was really fun. So I can see why he liked your editing, because he's big on editing and fun stuff like that.
So Matt's Funhouse says, and he just found out a couple days ago. Yes, it literally took me 10 years to realize that.
And you guys get on my case for not reading comments.
And I'm sure that Jack has been feeling really bummed out about the fact that I didn't acknowledge his comment for 10 years. So, you know, I'll have to, I don't know, send him a message or something and say, hey, buddy, thanks. Appreciate the comment. I like your editing, too.
I find it amazing.
Who are you?
Soul look like Kratos.
Oh, yeah?
And even now, looking at him now, he looks like old Kratos.
I could easily see that. I think I've seen that, actually.
Yeah, like I said, he did a video here
Yeah.
a long time ago where he dressed up as Kratos.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that I saw
and
that
like
before.
he even sounds like him too. It's amazing.
Yeah, no,
By
he's...
that. So, looking through his channel, like some of his recent videos, it's like, wow, yeah, and he's slowly turning into the one where he has
old Kratos.
There's old Kratos.
Yep, definitely.
Like, these are from like 6 fucking years ago too.
Wow.
His channel is still active, and he posted a video like 11 months ago.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Well, he probably just does it when he feels like it.
Yeah, he actually did some Let's Plays of like Outlast 2.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Nightmares. Well, remember that he was big into that. He's big into like the horror games.
Yeah, when I first was watching him, he had just got a PS3, and it was before I got a PS3, and he was giving his brief thoughts on how some of the launch games were.
He was on the side, the advocate of the PS3. He's a PlayStation fanboy.
Yeah, for sure.
Still is.
One of the things I liked about him.
Back when it somewhat mattered.
Yes, doesn't really matter anymore.
No,
but,
now it's kind of obvious.
Yeah. Well, that too.
That just reminds me of the thing when you were talking a while ago about Super Mega Transform being featured on the front page. And I was, I think I said, yeah, back when that meant something on YouTube. And you were like, yeah, back when they had a front page.
Well, yeah. Front page? What do you mean?
Now it's just all, oh, you watched this video once? Oh, okay, let's give you 800 other ones to watch because clearly you like this now.
Oh, yeah, I know whenever Rosie's been watching videos while logged into my account because I just get... Well, let me take a look here. I was watching stuff on mine earlier today, so let's see what kind of recommendations we have. Let's take a look here.
Try not to get satisfied.
So we're gonna head. We actually watched the PewDiePie one the other day.
Oh, you were telling me about those, yeah.
Okay, so what do we got here? So we have, we got PewDiePie, Lore Legends, Pino. Oh, that one's clearly from me. So something actually recommended to me. Matthias Vlogs, more PewDiePie, more Matthias, more... Oh, Jacksepticeye, okay. Oh, and they're recommending I should subscribe to Matthias. And I just hit the source code of the page here. Hold on a second. and what else? What else we got here? Oh, AVGN. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm down with that. Continue watching. Oh, she's been watching Jacksepticeye play Doki Doki Literature Club. She's up to part 5. She's been marathoning, apparently. Oh, Markiplier Don't Laugh Challenge. Yeah, very good. Watching one of my own package opening videos, apparently. Oh, and watching Saturday Night InSaNiTy from last week. Excellent. Good. But, yeah, I remember one time I went in there and she had been marathoning Matthias videos. Matthias is...
thumbnail.
Huh? Oh, yeah. You like that? That's great. Perfect. So yeah, she had been just marathoning Matthias videos. So I went to my recommended page, and it was literally nothing but Matthias. Top to bottom, it was Matthias World. I'm like, really? Just how much of his stuff have you been watching? I mean, yeah, he's funny and all, but... Seriously? At least put some Markiplier in there or something. Mix it up a bit.
Have some variety in your life.
Yeah, we have been enjoying some of PewDiePie stuff though. Watching like the Try Not to Get Satisfied, You Laugh, You Lose, the whole saga of Malcolm the Hater. What else? Just other random. Oh, was another one. Memes that meme reviews. Yeah, he does a lot of random stuff. It used to be he did all gameplay like all the time. That's pretty much all he did. But a couple of years ago, he sort of changed his philosophy. It's like, yeah, I'm actually kind of bored of playing games, so I'm gonna play games when I feel like it, and then do other stuff the rest of the time. I thought, yeah, cool. I actually found I've been watching him more since he stopped playing games. Funny enough.
Yep.
Yep. Sure is a lively room.
Yeah, not much happened.
Very insane. Insanity.
Oh, the guy who directed the Logan's Run movie died today.
No.
He was also in Orca the Killer Whale. Don't forget about Orca.
I was gonna say, don't feel
Okay.
too bad about it.
Directed, I mean. He directed, excuse me.
Directed. Michael Anderson, that's who it was. Michael Anderson, British director. He was 98. Oh, and he also directed Around the World in 80 Days.
Yeah, me and Owen were just talking about doing Orca for the show, like, yesterday. So.
Oh, really? That's kind of...
Yeah.
So it's all your fault then. You killed
Apparently.
him.
It's the curse.
Decoys.
The only thing I can think of right now that they announced this week that is the Wizard on Blu-ray.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna bring the Wizard to Blu-ray.
Didn't the Venom trailer come out this week?
Oh,
or was that
shit.
last-
He also directed Doc Savage, Man of Bronze, 1975, and Ray Bradbury's The Martian Chronicles miniseries, which is also coming to Blu-ray very soon.
He also did one of the Captain Nemo films. I can't remember which. Underwater City or something. I can't remember which. There's like a bunch of movies from the 60s, 50s.
Nice.
There's a series of films that came out after 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. There was a bunch of... Captain Nemo is public domain, so Warner Brothers made a bunch of Captain Nemo films.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh,
Yeah,
Captain
the
Nemo.
Venom trailer came out this week. That's right.
Oh, yes, the Venom trailer, which we were all kind
And the internet got all pissy about that as well because we are not allowed to like anything.
It was an okay trailer.
I was
See it?
I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't expect to be as interested in it as I found myself. Largely due, I think, to Tom Hardy, who I think is pretty much spot on as Eddie Brock, which is great.
Mad motherfucking Max.
He's such a good actor. Like, he's just... I'm
Bronson.
fast become such a huge fan of his. But, yeah, so anyway, so that's that. But the thing was, the stupid thing that fans are getting butthurt about? Like, we're actually getting a Venom that looks pretty damn comics accurate. Okay? And what is it that the fans are bitching about, Stout?
His eyes are too small. They're not big enough. And some people are saying they're too shiny, and other people are saying they're not shiny enough. And
so you know what?
Spider-Man. Why is there no Spider-Man?
Now I saw a picture of people Photoshop people like to go fixed it and do their take on it. So they had the shot of Venom from the end of the trailer, and he's like fixed it. And there's like a comment like, "What did you fix? They don't look that different." Well, the eyes are the right size now. Oh, okay.
Sorry, John. That was
That's
really
Venom now.
The second time there that you went fixed it matched with your lips doing it the first time in the delay on Twitch.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
That was really weird.
That's funny.
I was looking at that. I was like, wow, that's weird.
Trippy.
My takeaway from people are like, oh, where's the Spider-Man symbol? There's no fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah,
There
there's
is
no
none.
Spider-Man in this. This is not even a cinematic universe. It is a standalone film. It is its own thing.
So what inspiration from Spider-Man are you supposed to get when Spider-Man doesn't exist?
Yeah.
And there was some other complaint, and I was like, but that doesn't exist in the universe that you did.
People don't understand, or haven't been paying attention, that, okay, Sony basically doesn't have the rights to Spider-Man anymore. They've basically gone entirely over to Marvel. Like, what Sony has left is very little.
All the villains.
They've got some villains.
The ancillary characters, I think.
And that's it. So, like, of all the villains that they can do movies, Venom makes the most sense to do a standalone movie because there's been a lot of standalone Venom comics.
They're still making some other ones.
And it looks like they're going with sort of the lethal protector Venom, where it's sort of the anti-hero. And, which I think is fine. I mean, if you're going to go with a solo Venom story, that's the way to go, honestly. Otherwise, you're basically just doing a horror movie.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
By the way, there was an interview where the people involved with Spider-Man kind of being more in the MCU now, specifically stated that there was a possibility that Spider-Man could still show up in the Sony movies.
Yeah.
No. They own the rights to Spider-Man. I
not
didn't lose the rights.
Yeah.
They made a deal with Marvel. Marvel also gets to make the movies. That's all.
Yeah.
They can still make a Spider-Man movie.
Mm-hmm.
But they fucking sunk all their Spider-Man movies.
What I'm saying is Spider-Man might still be in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
But who fucking cares if he isn't?
Yeah.
Like, why don't you think that Venom can be his own fucking character without Spider-Man?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Why does Spider-Man have?
Would it be cool if he looked at his spider and got the idea to make the... But it'd be cool if he looked at a spider and then got the imprint on his chest. But look, we saw one shot of him. That's not the whole movie. That could be his first time in costume. And then he sees the spider afterward and then, a spider. You know, like, fuck.
Yeah,
I think how the movie ends is him seeing Spider-Man, and he's like, that's a good idea.
You know?
Or, I mean, even, I mean, not everything has to be in a cinematic universe, despite what the trend is nowadays. I mean, how many movies do we have in the past based on Marvel characters? There was no Marvel universe in those movies. It was just that character. That was the universe. You know, like the Captain America movie or the Spider-Man movie, TV movies done back in the day. Or the Incredible Hulk TV series, or the Wonder Woman TV series, or the Superman movies, the Batman movies. Like the list goes on and on and on. The various Punisher movies, none of which are connected to each other at all.
Back to an age when everything was part of a connected fucking universe and movies stood on their own.
Yeah.
Not that I have a problem connecting universe. Some of them are cool. I like a lot of them. But
it's fine if they do a good job of it. And I think the most successful one right now, obviously, is Marvel, without question. DC is still just kind of stumbling around trying to catch up.
Marvel's more successful than Star Wars?
In terms of a cinematic universe? Well, I think Marvel's more vast of a cinematic universe than Star Wars.
I don't know more movies than Marvel.
Because Star Wars doesn't have more movies than Marvel.
No, Marvel's got 18 movies now.
Oh, yeah.
Star Wars is like 12, I think.
Star Wars has basically the 8 episodes and the 2 standalones. And then the Ewok movies.
They're
technically canon. But,
God help us all, those are canon.
But in terms, for the most part, I mean, most of the Star Wars stuff has just been one continuous linear story with a few in-between ones thrown into the mix. Whereas the Marvel movies are, they can a lot of them can just exist as standalone movies, but at the same time, they're all connected and they're all linked together. So I think in terms of how it's been structured over the years, and the fact that they had the foresight to make a multi-year plan well in advance, that's the way to do it. Like, they really sort of figured it out and have done really well. The other one I think
first, but that's okay.
The other one I think is really successful so far is the Conjuring universe and what they've been doing with it. Because they got the Conjuring movies, they got the Annabelle movies, and now they got a third one, the nurse woman ghost character, whatever the hell her name is.
That's a different series. Fuck, I'm getting us confused.
It's like
Well, there's Insidious,
Borrowing
but that's
from-
just a
Insidious,
series.
I'm sorry, I'm getting
That's just a standalone series.
I got him confused. It's all right.
How much of that is borrowing from this whole trend of creating a universe, and how much of that is actually just borrowing from horror movie past? I mean, horror movies have had dozens of sequels for years. That's not nothing. That's nothing new in the horror movie.
Well, and
That first two.
And the first cinematic universe was the Universal Monsters back in the day, when they started to cross over with each other.
Another thing where horror movies were very important to the history of cinema, but they still get shit upon as if they're all B movies.
Oh, but get out the thriller, guys. Oh, but it follows as a thriller, guys. But whatever fucking hot horror movie is a thriller now, guys. Silence of the Lambs a thriller now, guys. So that's actually a hybrid. I think it is kind of a thriller and a horror mix.
But Silence of the Lambs, yeah, it definitely has elements of both.
Yeah. I think some calls it horror. I disagree with it, but I don't say it's not true either.
Hey, Brandon.
Yeah.
Psycho's a horror movie.
It's a thriller, guy. Thriller. Jaws is a thriller. It's not about a killer shark.
Actually,
what really pisses me off. You. Okay.
Actually.
Excellent.
Fuck. Screwed up my own joke. Psycho is neither. It's a Hitchcock movie. Fuck off. It goes in my Hitchcock section.
Yes. Are you happy, Jackass? Are you not entertained? I successfully screwed your brother up.
Yeah. Actually, I think I screwed myself up, but whatever. Getting
But
tired.
anyway.
It's late.
I'm just... What pisses me off about the whole we have to hate everything bullcrap is that...
Well, we have
Listen, we're nerds and we're geeks, and for years, nerds and geeks were treated like fucking second-class citizens.
Yeah.
You know, we're not given any kind of respect or really attention by the major pop culture back in the day, but now we are. We're like the focus. We are the center of attention.
Yeah.
People are spending hundreds of millions of dollars to make us happy every fucking year. What do you do when we finally have the attention of all the bigwigs and we finally get all this fucking stuff every year? You bitch and complain about the littlest, smallest bullshit.
I'm guilty of that.
And you act like it's like the biggest mountain molehills, and it's just like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Why can't you just be happy that you in nerd culture and geek culture are being given more attention than you've ever been given before, more respect
That's why.
than you've ever been given before? Why? Why? I don't understand.
I know, that's very true. So it's like, well, you just can never be happy. It's like you enjoy...
It all comes down to expectation.
Oh, here we go. Lore Legends right here. The Venom trailer reaction video. And, I don't know, I mean, just judging from the thumbnail, she doesn't look very pleased. She's looking at the shot of Venom from the end of the movie with his really tiny, beady eyes. And, yeah, there it is. Yeah, see.
When I saw Venom, I was just like, holy shit, that looks exactly like fucking...
I know, that was my first thought. Like,
Yeah.
even the teeth and the tongue and everything, like, come
I'm
on.
shocked they gave him the tongue.
The tongue
And how do people know he isn't squinting in that scene? Maybe that's not what his eyes will always be like.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
It's like 30. It's like a 5-second shot.
He's advancing on a guy being menacing. So
Yeah,
what does it
maybe
be like?
the
I'm
context-
gonna kill you.
You're taking all the sound and video that you're seeing as that's how it's presented. But in the movie, someone could be saying something to him and he's not believing them, and his eyes are narrowed.
Yeah.
You don't fucking know the context. You just see a little video clip, and you're assuming based on what you see, that's exactly how it's going to be presented in the movie.
I looked at the trailer and I looked at how Venom was portrayed. And the first thought in my head got me a fucking raging nerd boner. So that was, if this goes well, I would love to see a Carnage movie.
Yeah.
Well, rumor has it someone's been cast as Cletus Cassidy, and my thought is that's going to be the teaser for the end of the movie. You're going to see Eddie in the prison cell, because that's how Cletus Cassidy got the symbiote. Is he was shared a prison cell with Cletus Cassidy, and the symbiote Red
out in in the universe of
there's
Spider-Man,
like 20 of them.
all of that. My favorite one-on-one battle between the comics and the cartoons and everything was Venom versus Carnage.
There's like 20
Holy
fucking symbiotes
shit.
now. There's like Toxin and Anti-Venom and
Yeah, but the original OGs were Venom and Carnage.
Yeah.
And they were just like, Carnage was such a badass. I loved him so
nuts.
much.
He was nuts.
I loved him so much. I owned like all like the Carnage games, the SNES and Genesis games.
Mm.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
he's probably the closest to like the Joker that Marvel ever got.
Oh yeah.
Not 100% obviously, he's his own character. He's
I mean, because there was the way he was portrayed was there's Spider-Man, who was the all good, blah 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 blah. Then there was Venom, who was the anti-hero, was not sure if he's good, not sure if he's bad. He kind of rides the middle. And then there's Carnage, who's like the physical embodiment of everything evil.
And Carnage's birth gives you an evolution to the symbiote's powers, because it brings out that whenever the symbiote breeds, not all symbiotes are created the same. Like Shriek can do like a sonic attack.
Right.
Cletus Cassidy can do the T-1000 because that was the hot shit at the moment, and turn his hands into sharp implements of stabby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he was like, he looked like a smaller version of Venom, but he was like blood red.
That's
and
right.
Like,
he had like red and black. He wasn't like solid color, more like Venom.
Yeah, but it wasn't just like red. It was like
definitely more red.
Bloody. Yeah. It was almost like a bloody red, like dark.
Yeah. It looked like he was covered in gore constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carnage.
I think someone said like Woody Harrelson or something like that was cast as him.
That'd be cool.
It's the rumor. I don't think it's Woody Harrelson. Someone like that. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But your guys' discussion reminded me of another stupid little fucking issue that people had with the trailer.
Yeah.
And this is just like the epitome of every stupid.
It's the epitome.
Right? Oh, damn it! You beat me.
That's the perfect way of putting it. Actually, our issue was that they mispronounced symbiote. They said symbiote in the trailer.
So what?
And everybody's like, "Well, we got to write the whole movie off now because they said symbiote."
Symbiote. That is actually an acceptable alternate pronunciation.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson was cast, and the rumor is that he's Cletus Cassidy. Sorry.
Symbiote or symbiote.
Potato,
potato.
Also, by the way, lots of people call it a symbiote also. And guess what? It's okay, guys. I hate it too.
But
the movie isn't gonna suck.
What is not okay is if your character is a nuclear physicist and says nuclear.
Nah.
That's not okay.
Sometimes that's just affectation of speech for some people. Like in their head, it's coming out proper.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I give that a wash still, because I'm like, you could just have a weird fucking accent and not be able to say it.
Or you could just be Bush.
The thing is that
or he's just a dumbass.
Scientists are not writers, and whenever they try to write, they do a really, really bad job of it, which is why
unless you're
really bad
Carl
job
Sagan.
of it, which is why whenever you read a scientific paper, it's extremely difficult to read because it's mostly,
dry
science jargon and all that stuff. It's very dry because they're not writers. So
unless you're Carl
if they
Sagan.
mispronounce something, it makes sense because they spent most of their time learning actual fucking science in school, right? Or how to pronounce things.
Or how to
that
talk.
Isn't the issue for them. The issue for them is actual scientific principles.
Yes.
I mean, they don't know what they're fucking talking about. It just means they say things a little bit differently, write things a little bit differently.
So you're talking
that
about
wasn't their focus of study.
So you're talking about the symbiote scientists studying the symbiote and how the symbiote works with its symbiosis, and how they kept pronouncing it symbiote.
And symbiotic symbiosis.
Symbiotic symbiosis.
And they showed an animation.
That's the hillbilly one, the symbiotic symbiosis.
Symbiotis.
And they had an animated GIF showing the process.
Oh.
Don't even get me started on that one.
No, Carlotta, game's not gonna
Triggered
work
the whole
tomorrow.
room.
I'm actually in
And flaccid.
I'm actually in the middle of a 6-day jag. For some reason, my days off shift over by 1 day next week, which means I gotta work 6 days in a row, and then I have Wednesday, Thursday off, and then they shift back to Tuesday, Wednesday. So next week I'll only have to work 4 days in a row before getting a weekend, which would be nice. But this is the hell week.
I totally love it.
You're already halfway done, though.
Totally, the legally amount of time you're supposed to, or you're allowed to work in a week, rolls over a weekend.
Oh, yeah.
So it resets, and you're like, fuck.
See, I thought it was my Wednesday, and it was. But then tomorrow is also my Wednesday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just a week of Wednesdays.
working retail, it's one of those things where it's like you hear on the radio and you see on TV, it's the weekend, ha ha ha. It's like, fuck you, that's my Monday, bitch.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, with me, it was like my Friday has been Monday for the past few days. So I was like, oh, it's Monday, and I'm like, TGIM, because of course it's my Friday.
It reminds me of one place where I worked where I had to alternate weekends with the one other counter person. And because everybody was required to be there Monday and Friday, it meant when I was going into one of the weeks where I had the weekend, I was a minimum 8 days that I'd be on. And often I could schedule for that Tuesday in the second week, so I'd actually be 9 days in a row.
Wow.
And the best part was on the Sunday, we were only open for 4 hours, and the buses didn't run early enough, so I either had to cab or rent a car to get to my car rental job. And I actually lost money pretty much every Sunday I went in because of only being there 4 hours. It's only paid like $11 an hour.
Oh, I believe it.
So yeah, I'm actually losing money by reporting to work today, but I have to because I can't just call in sick because I'm the only guy.
Yeah. It's the same with me. Like whenever I get those really early shifts where I can't take the bus in the morning, so I have to walk or cab it. If I'm just too goddamn tired because it's so fucking early and I'm exhausted, or if it's one where I work really late and it's after the buses have stopped running, then same thing. I gotta either walk home or take a cab. I usually don't cab home. I usually just walk from there.
Yeah, when you're just heading home, that's one thing. But
yeah, it's not as time critical. But it's only me. What am I going to do? Write myself up for being late getting home?
You're fired. Now where do I go?
I'm fired from having a roof over my head.
Yes.
Oh, why are you homeless? I fired myself.
I'm sorry, it's just not working out, me. I'm fired. What? That's outrageous. What do I mean by that?
Don't worry, I'll give myself a nice letter of recommendation.
We've already filled your position. You just invite some random guy to live in your apartment.
Yeah. This is getting really surreal.
It has to be a random homeless guy, too.
My brain can't handle this level of David Lynch right now. Anyway, I think we're done because I gotta go to bed.
Yeah,
and it's already been
almost
2.5 hours. So hope y'all enjoyed, folks.
Sherlock says hi.
We'll see you next time. Did you say your crotch says hi?
That Sherlock says hi.
Oh, Sherlock. Okay.
Hi, everyone.
I heard it say, "My crotch says hi."
Hug someone you care about.
My crotch has been waving at you all night.
Carnage says hi.
Carnage says hi. Alright, Carnage says die.
Die.
Of course, Eric, you're embarrassing me in front of Danny Aiello.
Alright, good night, everybody. Thanks for coming out. Have yourselves a great week, and we'll see you next week. And enjoy your week this week. Bye. And hope you all enjoyed the rant video. It is the first of many to come Just a matter of when I get around to filming them.
Ah,
Contrary to popular belief, I don't feel like yelling at the top of my lungs and calling people idiots every single day, all the time. So,
Eric,
anyway.
I think we all have your brand of humor now because
Don't
it's
be a
like
weak-ass
the third
human.
time somebody's beating you to the thing you were going to do.
Don't be a weak-ass human. Enjoy all the women of Star Wars and all the pathetic men. All right. Have yourselves a great week. We'll see you next time. Until then, thanks for watching, thanks for chatting, and sayonara.
Dick.
Nice.